Here, she's got some highlights from the Howard 100 News team and what they're working on for the rest of the day.
Lisa Glassberg takes shit.
Lisa, what do you have for us?
Well, you know, it is Cupcake Wednesday.
Yeah, and I walked in today and I saw all those cupcakes and cookies, and I said to Ronnie, I hope you don't see that. He goes, I don't see them.
Well, they were displayed, and I wondered how they got open.
Somehow they got open without Ronnie's involvement.
And then I saw him in them, and I said, I see you touching them. He says, I can eat them.
Yeah, he's allowed to eat them, but I don't want him delivering them to people. We walked by the receptionist yesterday. He goes, I'm sorry, I won't be delivering a cupcake to you tomorrow. And the receptionist said, that's okay, Ronnie. I can go get one myself.
Yeah.
You know.
How about that as a concept?
It's kind of funny. I can actually handle that on my own. And there's plenty of them there. And
double the amount of cookies.
Wow.
I was going to say, are there enough black and whites to last?
And a separate order for Ross Sapin of Rugala, his own stash. Hope everyone's happy now.
Right. All right. So what do you have for us?
All right, underdog lady Suzanne Muldowney is out of the hospital after undergoing colon replacement surgery last week.
Right.
Her colon was partially removed after antibiotics prescribed for an infected cat bite caused chronic diarrhea.
Does this make any sense to you at all?
It sounds very bizarre.
Right.
Well, she demanded to Howard 100 News' Shuley that he keep the interview PG because there are, quote, private parts involved in the surgery. Mm-hmm. But Suzanne did reveal that despite pain in her abdominal area, she can now successfully get on and off the toilet.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Wow. All right. Well, I wish we could interview her about it. I really do. I wish I could talk to her about her medical treatment. But she considers me the devil. What else do you have?
And your procedure went fine? Everything's good?
Yeah, I had my colonoscopy, boy. That, you know, the only way I could figure out how to do it, it is so involved. The only way I could do it was over my vacation, and so it kind of like hacked my vacation up pretty good. Mm-hmm. It was really weird. Like, I don't remember the prep being so annoying. The actual colonoscopy, for anybody who's sort of been living in fear of getting one, it is so nothing. My doctor's great. They knocked me out. In fact, I'm laying there on the thing getting ready to be knocked out, and I said to the anesthesiologist...
They knocked you out completely?
Completely. And I said to the anesthesiologist, I said, give me a Michael Jackson. And I go, what kind of juice are you using on me? She goes, Propanol. I go, oh.
You're kidding.
I go, this is the Michael Jackson stuff. I said, and then just
as
she put the needle in my arm. And you just, like, the second before you go out, it is the greatest buzz.
Really?
Yeah, and you're out. When I woke up, it was all over. They said, go get dressed. You're done. And you don't know that there's been a pipe and a camera up your asshole into your colon and into everything.
Maybe 50 people looking at it.
But I don't remember the prep being so friggin' annoying. This was unbelievable. So Sunday, I'm going for this colonoscopy. I'm scheduled at Tuesday at 10:45.
So it starts Sunday night?
Sunday night, I eat my dinner about 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And now you're done. After dinner, you can't eat. So I don't eat. You wake up the next morning, every hour, you have to drink clear liquid. There's no food. You cannot eat.
Every hour.
You can't eat solid food. So you could either have apple juice, Gatorade, coffee, tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Water, you know, this kind of thing. And so I opted for a lot of apple juice because at least that has some calories and you could kind of fill up a little bit on it. So every hour I'm drinking this apple juice. And you just start to, and water and other things. And you're allowed to also have clear, like you're allowed to have some sort of gelatin, which I won't eat.
I was going to say, yeah, you could have Jell-O, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not going for that. And,
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I'm not going to open a box and make Jell-O. I'm too fucking lazy. And then I just, I don't know. And then you can also have, what was the other thing that, chicken broth. But no chicken or anything, just the broth.
Right, because it's got to be clear.
Got to be clear. I tried the chicken broth thing once. You could buy it in like a container. But that sucked. You know, and I'm drinking out of a cup, and Beth's like, you're drinking chicken broth out of a cup?
I go,
why is it so weird? Well, with the spoon, you're supposed to have, it's soup. I go, it's not soup. It's broth. It's broth. We got into the whole thing about that. She thought I was weird.
Slurp your chicken broth?
She thought I was being weird.
Oh, no. You drink your broth.
Anyway, I love to eat, so it was like really annoying. So every hour you drink something clear. So I was drinking mostly apple juice. And after a while, you just start feeling creepy because you're not eating anything. And then at 3 o'clock, the fun begins. You take 4 Dulcolax pills, they're called.
Yes.
And Dulcolax is a laxative.
It definitely is.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't eat that much, really. I don't eat a lot of food. So I took the 4 pills. Nothing happened. I didn't shit or anything. I'm being honest. I'm waiting to start shitting my brains out.
What is the or anything?
4? Yeah, I
What
mean,
would you
something should come out.
4? Wow.
I took 4 Dulcolax pills, okay? So nothing happened. I mean, that didn't even have an effect on me. So I'm drinking, and I'm drinking my water. And then it says at 5 o'clock, that's when the real action's got to begin, because you got to get cleaned out for your colonoscopy, because you're going to put a camera up your colon. And if you have any duty in your system, the duty will get all over the camera, and they won't be able to see anything clearly.
Right.
And then they got to schedule you again. So you better not have duty in there. And I'm starting to panic because I don't want duty. Duty's my enemy at this point. So now it's 5 o'clock is when the real action begins.
What is that?
Okay. You take 64 ounces of Gatorade. You know how much fluid that is?
That is,
Now,
yes,
okay.
a lot.
Now, I'm pissing like a racehorse, though, because every hour I'm drinking this water and I'm not eating anything. Yeah.
Isn't this 64 ounces?
That's 64 ounces what you have there. It's a giant, enormous jug. You take
Of Gatorade.
64 ounces of Gatorade, and you empty into it a powder called Miralax.
Oh, that's the fun stuff.
The powder is 14 servings of a super strong laxative.
I was giving that to my cat.
Okay, but all 14 servings you throw into the Gatorade.
And how long do you
shake
have
it
to
up.
drink that?
Every 15 minutes, you drink an 8-ounce glass of the Dulcolax mixed in with the Gatorade, which tastes like vomit.
Or the Miralax.
A Miralax.
'cause that's the powder.
Miralax.
Yeah.
Well, so I start drinking every 15 minutes. My belly looks like a Biafran.
You look me pregnant.
My belly's distending because I have so much fluid in me.
Right.
And I'm peeing every time I drink a glass of this. But
Because you've
still,
been drinking nothing but liquids all day.
but no duty yet. You know, and I'm like,
Well, it
wow.
takes a little while to work.
Well, yeah. So now it took me an hour and a half to drink all of my Gatorade. Okay, that's how big this thing is. Every 15 minutes I'm drinking. And it says you can sip it through a straw because some people don't like the taste of the Miralax with it.
That
I go,
doesn't
what a
help.
bunch of pussies, I announced to Beth. What
So
am I,
you drink it.
imagine this scumbag who can't drink his stupid drink. So I put it on ice, pour it out, boom, right down.
Maybe ice isn't good.
No, ice is fine. You're allowed. Boom, ice, boom, drink it. You already taste like shit, but what am I, sip it through a straw, just prolong my agony? I start drinking this stuff. Now it's 7 o'clock. I started at 5. I don't know. 5 o'clock. So no, now it's like about 6:15.
Okay.
I think it actually took me 2 hours to get through this process.
I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, I start to feel some rumblings. I announced to Beth, I'm feeling some rumblings. She's like, okay, I don't want to know anything. I run upstairs. Holy cow. I start pissing water out of my asshole. I mean, like...
It's like a garden hose shoots out your ass.
It's unbelievable. Duty galore. Everything's coming out. And then I'm like, oh, my God, this is unbelievable what's going on. Water is shooting out of my ass. I run back downstairs, drink another glass of it. More water shooting out of my ass.
You hadn't finished it? You had to drink some more?
You had to finish it off. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
And now, after you finish it, now, mind you can't eat. And they say after you finish your Gatorade, that's it. No more drinking anything. You're not even allowed to drink.
You can't even drink anything
Not
now.
until after the procedure is done. You can't have a sip of water. You can't chew gum, have hard candies, nothing.
Why?
I don't know. That's what it said on the sheet of paper. I don't ask why. I don't want to know anything. So I love not to know. So then Beth falls asleep at like 9 o'clock. I get into bed. I go, okay, I just shit my brains out. I'm shooting water out of my ass. Now it's time to go to sleep.
Now organs
no,
are
it's
coming
not.
out.
Every half hour, every 20 minutes, I'm up on the bowl again. I can't go to sleep. I go, how am I ever going to get any rest? I'm going to be miserable.
Did they tell you to start it that late?
Yep, you have to go by that time.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm blasting off.
Sounds
but
like you should have started in the morning.
it's just water shooting. And I'm looking in the bowl while water shooting. I'm like, wow, water's shooting out of my ass. I can't even believe it.
I'm like a fountain.
I'm not even peeing anymore. I'm peeing out through my ass.
You can't believe that much water's coming out
Yeah,
of
it's
your
just
ass.
coming right out of your ass. And I go, wow, this is like what Robin, talks about cleaning herself out. I'm getting a cleansing. I said, I've got to step on the scale. Now, I'm a guy, I'm 6'5". I normally weigh anywhere from 195 to 200 pounds. At this point, I'm weighing 188 pounds. That's how much crud is coming out of me.
Oh, my goodness.
Just from not eating one day. I said, I'm going to collapse. Well, finally, around midnight, I fall asleep. Then I wake up at 5, and I go, I wish I could be the first colonoscopy of the day, because then I could get over to the doctor's
and
office.
Then you could have something to eat.
Yeah. So, no, I'm scheduled at 10:45. No special treatment for me. Like, usually people will bend over backwards to accommodate me because I'm famous.
Get you in at 6.
Yeah, normally I'll say, I need to be the first appointment. Okay, we'll move people around. No. Not for me. Nobody's moving anything around. So now I got to drive an hour and a half to my doctor. And I'm thinking, wait a second. If I drive an hour and a half, I better
How
get
are you going to make it?
Because even when I woke up in the morning, I'm not drinking anymore or anything, but I'm still shooting water out of my ass. Even when I woke up, I was shooting water out of my ass. I said, if I'm driving and I got to shoot water out of my ass, it's just going to come out.
Wear a diaper.
You're not kidding. I almost was going to go purchase some diapers. So I'm sitting on the bowl. I figured it's going to take me an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to my doctor. Because if you remember, on Tuesday, it was snowing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nuts outside. Hail, snow, the whole thing.
I wasn't here. I didn't know that.
I'm sitting on the bowl trying to shoot water out of my ass until the very last minute, until I got to get in the car.
Because you got to last an hour and a half.
And then I'm in a neurotic panic that what if, let's say I can't get to the doctor's office. There's that much snow.
Stuck.
All this preparation is for nothing. I got to get there. I got to get there.
Bring out the Coast Guard.
You're not kidding. I said, I'm getting there. I don't care. I mean, come on. So I get there. And I'm the asshole who was early for everything. I have a neurotic thing. I got this from my parents. You've got to be on time. But instead of being on time, like my parents have an appointment every week at my gym. They get there an hour and a half early. And then they complain. My mother goes, "This Pat, I don't know where he is." That's her trainer. "I don't know where he is." I go, "Mom, you're here an hour and a half early." "Yes, but we're here. We could train." I go, "But he has other people."
Right. He has a schedule, too.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I go, "You're here an hour and a half early." "Well, I got to make sure I get here. What if I start out later and I don't get here on time?" I go, "So you'll be a little late." But I've got the same curse. So I get in the car. Of course, I get there early. I get there 9:45. And I brought all my chess books with me because I said, if I'm there 9:45 and they're not taking me till 10:45, I'll go in the doctor's office. They let me sit in a private room because I'm famous.
Right.
That's one of the perks I get at my doctor's office.
To sit alone.
I get to sit alone. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there and I go, oh no, I finally get to the doctor's office. I go, I feel like I have to squirt water out of my asshole. Oh. So the nurse sees me. I said, listen, I got to go to the bathroom. She goes, okay, go in there in the public bathroom. Public bathroom. I said, oh my God, this is my worst nightmare. I got to sit
in a public
bathroom and squirt water out of my ass. God forbid anybody's in there. I'll be too uptight to squirt water out of my butt. It makes so much noise too. It's like,
it's not quiet.
Yeah, it's like, you know, and then you have water. Like, people have me arrested. What's he doing in there? Sounds like he's peeing, but he's farting. I mean, so I go, and I brought baby wipes with me because I know I get messy back there. And if I get messy back there, even with water, I don't want the doctor, when he sees me nude and he's putting the camera up my ass, I don't want him to see water and remnants on my ass. So I'm in there with my man purse and my baby wipes. I feel like a woman.
You need a changing table.
I swear to God. And I'm wiping. And it's just water, but nevertheless, it needs to be wiped. I'm all prepared with my baby wipes. So I get in there now, and it's 9:45. And I'm not due till 10:45. My doctor says to me, we got 2 other people ahead of you. What's going on? And I'm like, all right, I'll wait. Now, I haven't brought my chess books in. I got nothing to fucking read.
You didn't bring them?
No, so I'm sitting there like a tool. And they didn't get me until 11:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you hungry?
Oh, I was starving. I'd already all planned out. I'd already gone to the deli and got my turkey sandwich.
I was going to say, did you have a sandwich with you?
Yeah, I was waiting in the car.
Oh, my goodness.
Turkey, lettuce, tomato, and
right away, piling in all the heavy stuff.
Well, you can't. No, that's light. They say don't eat anything heavy because you could explode, you know?
Yeah, but heavy, I mean, bread and turkey?
Oh, for you, that's heavy. I mean, that's a Vorspeise. Whatever that is. So so I'm waiting. I have nothing to fucking do. I was so pissed. I was going to go back to the car and get my chess books. So then I tried some relaxation techniques because I started getting nervous because the doctor's going to, first of all, you got to put on a gown and they see your wiener. I don't care if my doctor sees it. He's seen it a couple of times. He's gotten over the laughter of that. So, but I know there's some ladies in there with me. The anesthesiologist is a lady, and then this is...
But they're not going to see anything.
This is a sweetheart of a woman, this black woman who works there, who, she kind of, holds your hand through the process. I didn't want her to see my wiener.
She's not going to see it. How's she going to see it?
I don't know. I just had visions of her seeing my wiener, and then she thought less of me. She'd see I was only half a man.
What position do they put you in?
Oh, on your side.
Jail
rape. I'm waiting. Yeah, that's jail rape position. So I don't know. I'm like, oh God, I'm going to have a pipe up my ass. I know what's going to happen. They're having two. Now all I have to neurotically hear is that two people are ahead of me. I go, I know what's going to happen. They're going to. So this is how mental I am. I go, they're going to not clean off the other people's duty.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to die of AIDS.
You're so silly.
From the, I'm going to die. I'm going to get AIDS from a colonoscopy. That's it.
They don't even use the same one.
They're going to infect. Oh, you don't know anything.
I don't.
You're out of the nursing profession.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, they've started using them over
so
and over
my doctor
again?
walks in. I figure, how can I bring this up without sounding like a complete jerk off? I go, hey, my luck. I go to the doctor and say, you probably leave some duty on the camera. And he goes, yeah, that's right. We never clean our equipment. So I go, you don't? Like now I get neurotic that he's, he goes, look, we have a whole machine. It goes through
an autoclave or
yeah,
something.
It goes through. I go, but what if the machine breaks? He goes, look, calm down. I said, I'm really nervous. For some reason, I'm very nervous. And I don't remember the prep being so difficult. He says, of course you're nervous. I'm going to put you to sleep. I'm going to shove things up your ass. You have no idea what's going on. Of course you're nervous.
You got to trust me.
Yeah. He goes, of course you're nervous. I said, okay. And he sticks me back in the room, and I'm waiting. I'm envisioning they're sticking shit up other people's asses, and it's going to end up with my ass, and I'm going to get infected.
What is this camera, anyway?
I don't know. I mean, these are tough economic times. I could see where the doctor might forget to clean his equipment, hire some
might want to try to save on the electric bill.
Yeah, hire some subpar people. You could see that happening, right? Sure.
It's happened in other places,
Oops.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we forgot to clean. Ay vey.
I don't need to wash this off.
Yeah, like
cool,
what do you think?
I was at work today, sweetheart, and I forgot to clean with the enclave or whatever that's called. Hey. Well, if they'd done the procedure properly, he wouldn't have had shit in his ass anyway.
All right. Yeah, so then you get in there. And then the anesthesiologist was nice.
Did she give you Valium first? A little Valium?
No. I don't know what she did. She was smacking my arm like a junkie, and then she put the needle in. They wheel you in, and then they had to put the little gown on. They tell me strip down, put the little gown on.
Uh-huh. Is it paper or they have real gowns?
No, they had real gown.
Because the paper's worse than anything.
So I'm like, I got to tie this thing up so they don't see my penis, just my asshole. So I'm neurotically tying the thing around my neck, and then there's a thing in the back you can tie.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out how to tie it, and I tie it up. I get in, the nurse looked at me, she goes, listen, I got to undo the way you tied this. You're going to hang yourself during the operation. I tied this thing so tight. I don't know, but she said, you got to hang yourself the way you're doing it. I didn't want him to see my asshole. I didn't want him to see my penis. Not the ladies.
Nobody's lifting the front.
I know, but, don't forget, everything's very small on me. I'm 6'5". You know what I mean?
Well, is the gown like a mini skirt?
Yeah, you ever wear a mini skirt that hikes up on you? That's what it was
panties.
like. Yeah.
That's funny. I forgot that it would be not long on you.
I'm fully nude except for my socks. They let you keep your socks on.
Does it barely...
You ever see me, my socks, nude?
But does it barely cover your
Yes,
your junk?
My vagina, my junk. Everything covers my junk. I barely have any junk. My balls are the size of peanuts. The nurse called me Mrs. Stern. Oh. Mrs. Stern, we're ready for you now. No, I'm Mr. Stern. I'm not judging from what I see here in your robe. Yeah, it's a little short mini skirt. And so then they lay you down on your back, and then when you get in, my doctor said, okay, turn over on your side and lift your knees up. And then they put you out, thank God. I could never get through it. My father was telling me years ago they used to keep you awake for it. He said,
yeah. He would have the trauma for a day.
He wouldn't even go. Yeah, trauma. Holy mackerel. They put a pipe up your ass.
Well, let me ask you something.
It is so nothing. I do recommend that people have it done. And I even made a note in my book, because in 5 years I'll have to have another one. And I wrote a note. This thing is so nothing. Don't forget.
You didn't write that the prep sucks?
The prep sucks, but you can get through it. It's not a big deal. The problem is, I had to go down on my vacation, because if you're working, how the hell can you go do one of these things?
Well, I did the same way. There's no way that you can have like a normal job and then...
do this, and you're not allowed to drive yourself home.
And you're leaking. Get through a morning without...
You have to have a driver take you home.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because you had that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're weak.
Yeah, you're nuts. It's a whole thing. And he had to come up and walk me out. I mean, I felt fine to walk out. But,
You know what's funny, though? I mean, when you take those drugs, you go, man, now I understand why junkies are junkies.
yeah, I could see why Michael Jackson did himself in with that stuff. It's great.
But
puts you
that's
right
one
out.
drug I wouldn't want to do anymore.
Yeah, but that
Well,
part of it's
he
great.
was just taking it inappropriately, just like any other drug.
Yeah. So,
So you got good news. Everything's
yeah. Then he came in. He goes, I got to tell you something. You really cleaned out well. He says, I didn't see one bit of duty in there. He said, I was able to see everything. You didn't have a...
You should. I was shooting out water for a
Yeah.
day.
Only thing he told me is I have an enlarged prostate, but he said that's normal for a guy your age.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I always have to pee every minute.
Do you dribble?
Oh, I dribble like a bastard. It's so embarrassing. I dribble all the time.
And do you not have like a regular
I thought I
stream
peed
as it interrupts?
Yeah. I peed my pants last night, for God's sakes, during
Get
American
out.
Idol. Well, no, I went and I peed, and I sat down on the bowl like a girl because I was too tired to stand there.
Is it tiring to pee?
It's more than tiring. When you pee standing up, then when you make bubbles,
What?
you know, when you pee,
Yes.
it sprays kind of out of the bowl a little bit, and then I'm neurotic about that too. I don't want I think it's wrong to leave the bowl with urine on it.
Yes,
on top.
I would agree.
So then I have to wipe it down with a tissue. Except I don't want to get my hands on the urine, so I wipe it with my shoe and my tissue.
Oh.
I've learned to use my feet like hands.
You're crazy.
When I go to the bathroom, I flush all toilets with my feet. I do
Even
everything.
at home?
I'm like an ape. Yeah, even at home. I don't touch anything. I do it with my feet. So I even wipe down the toilet seat with my feet.
But you're going to wash your hands.
I could kick your ass with my feet.
No, you could clean my
I
house.
have to wash my feet. But that's what I do. So, you know, it's a whole process. So I'd rather just sit
But wait a
down and
minute.
avoid wiping everything down.
Let me say something here.
Sure.
Because if you're wiping with your feet and you don't wash your feet,
Well, I have my shoes on.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
Good
ask what goes
Lord.
on. You have no idea what my life is. It's all crazy. I'm crazy. You understand?
Yeah.
And then, hold on, Benji, because I have great thoughts here. Sharing.
This is comedy gold.
Show and tell.
I have to interject.
So after I wipe everything down and I pull my pants up and everything, and now I don't have to wash my hands because I haven't touched anything, which is a real time saver. I can get right back to American Idol.
You've touched your underwear.
Yeah, just to lift it up. But I don't. So then I realize I'm walking back. I'm still kind of peeing in my pants because of the dribble.
Oh.
And I realize my underpants and everything is wet. And then I'm sitting on the couch in my wet
Oh,
underpants.
stop it.
But I don't care, you know. Like, it's like, what am I going to do?
On the couch?
Well, it's in my pants, but it's wet.
Why wouldn't
like
you go
it's like I
change?
made him-
Are you not
It's
uncomfortable?
like I was uncomfortable. I didn't want to miss Idol. It was Ellen DeGeneres' first night as a live judge. I need to be there.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had some wet underpants, and it's embarrassing sometimes because once in a while Beth will like her way of letting me know that there's going to be sex is to play a little bit with my penis. You know, and occasionally, and it's happened 2 or 3 times. She goes, "You know, your underpants are wet. Did you pee in your underpants?" And I go,
You're still wetting the bed.
She's like, "Did my husband wet his underpants?" And I'll go, "No." I said, "I was eating grapes, and the grapes were wet, and they were sitting on my pants." She goes, "You didn't eat any grapes." I said, "Can you allow me an ounce of dignity?"
But
Can
why?
you-
You know they're wet.
I don't want to admit it to her, though.
But I mean, when you could change.
I know, but it's hardly worth going upstairs and changing and getting my new underpants. I just let it dry out, and
Good grief.
then when I go to get ready for bed, I'll change my underpants. It's just I'm too lazy to go all the way and get my underpants and take my pants off, and it's a whole fucking process. I'm
It
exhausted.
sounds terrible having to walk upstairs.
And I'm so busy with like Idol and like I'm very involved in things. You know, I don't
You
like
know,
to.
you act like you don't have the modern conveniences. You could actually pause Idol.
I know. I'm like a little kid though. Like, you know, when little kids are busy with stuff that they love
And they
doing.
don't want to stop to
Yeah,
the point that
yeah.
they forget they need to go to the bathroom
They
and
shit
then they
their
wet
pants.
themselves. I've seen that.
You just stand there and shit your pants because you're too into what you're doing. That's me. And I'm just so annoyed that my penis dribbles. I don't know when that started happening. Even happens here sometimes at work, and I got to shake it off. That's why I'm in there for an hour. I'm shaking it. And then I'm like all nervous when I walk out that there'll be some dribble on me.
So you
And you
don't
guys will
even
see
know
it.
that there's more to come out.
No. I mean, I kind like the other day I was getting dressed and I shook my wiener. Then it had been 5 minutes since I peed, and pee came out and landed on my carpet. I got all upset.
You're peeing on the carpet.
Yeah, I mean, it's like crazy.
Did you blame it on Bianca?
Yes.
You're worse than a pet at this point.
I am. Bianca doesn't make in the house, I do.
Wow.
Yeah, Benji, what was your question? It's probably irrelevant.
I think a lot of people are curious because I can't understand. Do you wrap the toilet paper around your shoe?
No. I lay the toilet paper on the wet part of the bowl, and then I take my shoe and I rub it back and forth.
I don't think that's a good plan at all.
Well, it works for me.
You can put enough toilet paper there that it would never get to your hand.
I know, but I don't operate that way. I don't roll that way. Because then I have to wash my hands.
That's not how you roll.
Yeah, because I think the germs can crawl through that toilet
But
tissue.
you wash your hands.
Yeah, I know. But I don't want to waste time. You see, the whole point of this is I don't want to wash my hands because I want to get right back to idle. I don't want to waste time having to wash my hands yet again. It's annoying.
All right.
You know, that's just me. That's the way I roll.
You roll like a mental
I'm
case.
wild. I roll like a mental patient. Yeah, but I had my colonoscopy, everything checked out. I knew it would, but you never know.
You knew, but you don't know.
Well, they say guys who run a lower risk of colon cancer stuff because they go, you know, it's just like things just come out of you. You know,
It's all about not having things stuck in there.
Yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, Jim, what's up?
Yeah, Howard, I never wanted to hear a man's colonoscopy story two of yours, man. I'd like to thank you for that. It was literally funny as shit.
It was.
Wow. Yeah. But, you know, hey, listen, that's what it is. And by the way, the actual colonoscopy, again, I'm going to just tell people because I know a bunch of guys who refuse to get one. Who are you pointing to?
You have two male members on your staff who have admitted not
Yeah,
having.
Ronnie, I think, hasn't had one, right?
And Scott.
And Scott, the engineer. And I'm telling you, it is so nothing.
Huh.
You haven't had a colonoscopy? Why, you're afraid?
Yeah, I am.
No, I'm talking to Scott.
We're talking to Scott.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Why, you're afraid?
I have one scheduled for
Don't even worry about
my
it.
next vacation.
It's absolutely nothing. Although with your luck, you'll probably be, well, like my biggest fear was the anesthesiologist will mess up and I'll wake up in the middle of it with a big pipe up my ass.
Well, I've been afraid since we had someone we know had his guts ripped out.
Yeah, but come on. That whole thing sounded crazy. I'm telling you.
I know.
There is a 1 in a billion chance that they can nick something in that, you know, but, you know, go to a good doctor.
No, I have a good doctor, and I have it scheduled for like a couple weeks
It's
from now.
nothing.
They do it at the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's scheduled.
Colonoscopies are us.
It's wonderful.
Actually having 2 tests done at one time, so they put me out. And a scope, you know,
Oh, you got to have your lungs looked at as well?
not the lungs, the stomach.
The stomach?
No, what's wrong with your stomach?
I don't know, acid reflux.
Go see Dr. Sarno for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all horse shit.
Okay.
Don't even bother with that.
I think I'm pregnant.
All right, get out of here.
Thank you.
Nobody cares. All right.
He's going to have pipes in both ends.
I'll have a pipe in my stomach and a pipe up my
They
asshole.
could meet
It's
these
the most,
pipes.
most attention I've received in years.
Ronnie,
What?
so Lisa G just said that you haven't gotten your colonoscopy yet.
Oh, go away. I had a pipe shoved up my ass the other day, okay?
Why won't you do it,
Without
then?
anything.
Why won't you do it?
When I feel like doing it, I'll do it. If I don't feel like doing it, I won't do it, okay? Leave me alone.
Yeah, but you're getting up there in age.
Yeah, okay. You worry about yourself, okay?
You should get it done.
Worry about yourself. Don't worry about me, okay? When I drop dead, you'll be laughing, say I never got it. So whatever. Don't worry about it. I'll be dead. I won't have to care, okay? Don't worry about it.
Are you afraid?
Don't worry about it, okay?
Yeah, but
Okay? Don't worry about it.
They'll knock you out. You won't feel it.
I don't give a fuck. I had a pipe shoved in my ass camera up my ass the other day checking my prostate. Okay?
So then why not do,
Without
why not do
anesthesia.
the other one?
A 12-inch dildo with a rubber on it. Okay? Is that all right?
So then why not do this?
Because I don't want to. If I want to do it, I'll do it. Leave me alone. Don't bother me.
Robert, what's up? In Boca Raton. I wish I was there now. I would love some good weather.
See what's headed this way?
Yeah, snow.
No.
Well, you're invited to come stay with me anytime.
Okay, Robert.
Well, my question is, well, first, I just wanted to say how much I love Howard TV. I watch it every night.
the best thing on television.
Thank you. And I am now going to develop an original series for Howard TV where I don't need American Idol. I'll do my own American Idol.
You don't need American Idol. I mean, the behind-the-scenes footage is unbelievable. Speaking of Rosie O'Donnell, I watched that the other night. You walking over to her studio, that was great. It's unbelievable.
It's a lot of fun. The guys do a great job. I don't say it often enough, but God bless Howard
TV. They do a great job. But my question for you is, I noticed for the past couple weeks that you've been wearing a lot of scarves.
That's my new look.
Let me see.
I'm glad someone...
You got a scarf?
Well, here's what happened. Yes, I have a red scarf on today.
What is going on?
It's fucking cold out.
Oh, and you don't take it off in
here?
No,
it's become a fashion statement now. I was reading GQ magazine.
Yes.
And guys like Johnny Depp and all the guys, all the hip guys, wear their scarves. It's become almost like a necktie. It's like I don't even take it off. I put it on in the morning. I wrap myself up. I got my coat.
And this is with you all day.
And it's with me all day. I have it on all day, and it feels good. And then if I get a little too warm, I take it off. And then I put it back on again.
Hey, man, I like the new look. I didn't know if it was freezing cold in the studio.
No, well, sometimes I do get cold. I am wearing a sweatshirt. And
yeah, you got a lot of clothes on.
I am cold all the time. I mean, like, I'm comfortable now. But this is my new rockin' look.
All right.
Just wanted to say I like the new look.
Brandana, what are you laughing at, you big pussy? You wish you had my look.
It's cool, man. It's cool. You can take it off when you're cold, too. I mean, warm.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just wanted to say I like the new look. It looks
great.
And also, I didn't know that Artie was back in the studio taking pictures, I guess, of all the girls now these days.
No, that's Jason. Did you confuse him?
Jason, my God.
All right, Robert, thank you. Are you wearing a clip-on tie today?
No.
Oh, all right.
What do we got here? Let me see. Tommy Hilfiger.
Huh, somebody said it was clip-on.
The guys are saying it's got an elastic band on it, so you don't have to tie
elastic
it.
Band. Where?
You just don't lift his collar.
What?
In the back, is there an elastic band?
Elastic. Hang on.
Well, let's check that out.
No,
what are the guys
it's a
talking
regular
about?
tie.
It's a tie.
Wait a minute. Turn around.
Yes.
No. Oh, what is that?
What is the black piece?
It's just
idea. I can't see it.
strange color.
Yeah, he's got a weird thing going on with his tie.
But it's not elastic, it doesn't look like.
It's just a different color, probably.
Yeah, but why would your tie have a different color on it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Guys,
You bought it, didn't you?
Yep. I like that look with the collar up. Steve, go ahead. Yeah, but anyway, so I've been wearing a scarf almost every day, and it feels great.
Oh, good. I'm
I
glad
like
you
it.
like it.
And I got a bunch of different ones, too. I'm all about. I was on the.
And did you learn to tie your scarf?
It ain't hard. I mean, you wrap it around your neck. You don't have to. There's several ways you can do a
There
scarf.
are different ways to lap a scarf. Have you learned?
Yeah,
any?
Ralph showed me a few actually.
Yeah.
This is my signature tying of the scarf, and then you can do other things with it.
Will you want to demonstrate?
Sure, and then when you get fed up, you can hang yourself with your scarf.
It's so versatile.
Well, you can do this. Yeah, I'll show you. If I can get my headphones off. Hold on. It's hard to do with headphones on, but you could just wear your scarf. If it gets too warm,
you could just loop it around your neck.
Yeah. I got this thing on.
You're encumbered.
Yeah, or you could do this. You could do it like this way, like I just had.
Right.
Right.
And then what's the other way?
The other way is you could go like this with your scarf.
And just keep going around?
And hold on. You can't do it with headphones on, but you go like this, and then you pull it down.
Oh.
See? And you could do that with your scarf.
I don't like that way.
No, there's different. Well, I can't do it good.
Yeah.
There's different ways of doing it, and I would like all workers here to wear scarves. That'll be our signature look. I'm getting into this shopping on the internet thing. I
heard that this was going on
yes,
with you.
I'm shopping on the internet now. I was on the John Varvatos website last night.
What is that?
Looking over a nifty leather man purse that might have to replace mine. And then I was looking at some scarves on there, actually. I like them.
Right?
Yeah, a little polka dot action. And very into it.
We might see some flair.
Yeah.
What are you gonna continue the scarves through the spring?
Right into summer, Robin. I'll wear a scarf and a sarong. See, I read GQ magazine to keep up on fashion and things. And they sometimes try to push you into weird things. It almost reminds me of in Playboy. The Playboy advisor for a while started getting really weird. about sex. Like they were introducing like homosexual stuff into it, like guys sort of sucking each other guys off, and this and
that's
that.
not gay?
It's so gay. And I went, boy, Playboy Advisor is getting into, not Playboy Advisor, but the Playboy sex thing is getting, like there's a lot of guys sucking each other off. And you know what? They can try to keep introducing that. I don't know what Hef's up to.
You're not going for it.
I'm not going for it.
That's a trend that's going to pass you by.
And even in GQ magazine, I noticed, I started doing the scarf thing, and I see they're talking now about scarves and that people do wear them more and more. And it's, you can see, you look around, people wear scarves. But then they said, a guy writes in, he goes, well, I'm thinking I want to wear a sarong. When I go to the beach, I want a beach wraparound. He goes, I really want to wear one. What's the problem? Can I just let my cock and balls hang free in there, or do I have to have a bathing suit on underneath? And I went, look at these guys. They're trying to get men in a dress. And I'm not. I'll wear a scarf. I like my scarf. It keeps me warm.
That's as far as you're going?
Well, the scarf has function for me. I'm cold all the time, especially around my neck. And this is great. But I'm not getting into a sarong. I mean, come on.
They can't push you into that area.
No, you're not putting me in a dress. You got me in wearing a purse. But I am not going to the sarong. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
There's a limit.
Now it's time to go over to the very articulate John Hine, who hosts the wrap-up show every day at 11 o'clock, or as close as we can get to it. Johnny, go ahead.
Howard, when it comes to anal, everyone pales in comparison to porn star Taryn Thomas.
Not Robin.
Oh, no, I do. I blanch.
She was even shocked that you could self-lubricate.
Oh, again, there's no such thing as self-lubrication.
Well, you did it. You did it.
You're selling.
That's the whole beauty of your story.
Snake oil.
Did you have lubrication in San Francisco when you last had anal?
I didn't use artificial lubrication,
right.
No.
Natural juices were involved. Anal juices. Don't be embarrassed by that. That's attractive. As long as there's no duty involved. All right, go ahead, God.
We'll talk about how Taryn looked and her De Niro-esque commitment to taking on the role of Snooki in her latest film. Why Taryn was so impressed with Robin's natural ability when it comes to anal lube. How Taryn benefits from a supportive family in spite of her dad putting fingers up his own ass and her mom's sphincter being too tight for anal. Why Taryn didn't have a nervous breakdown this time when facing the prospect of kissing JD. And did hearing about Taryn's anal accident scare off people or inspire them to try it the right way?
All right, real good.
Plus, Howard sings a fuck room song parody and then feels really bad for David Letterman.
Well, no, listen, Dave screwed around. He deserves a song parody for that, but I told you, Dave's still my guy. And on Tuesday, during this show, I will agree. Gary, you going to line that up with the CBS Morning Show? I will badmouth and bash Jay on CBS This Morning and defend David Letterman. Go ahead. Did you line that up?
I have not lined that up yet.
Why not?
Well, because I haven't had a chance to talk to you about it yet.
What's to talk about? Did I give you the piece of paper?
No.
Did you? Come here. This guy's like a nut. Here. CBS Early Morning Show would love Howard Stern on our show next Tuesday morning live to discuss Leno's return to The Tonight Show. As you know, he returns to 11:30 Monday, so it'll be a hot topic Tuesday morning. Who better to discuss this than Howard? Because I'm the only asshole who's willing to talk about Jay Leno. Everyone's so afraid. Why is everyone so afraid of this guy?
So you want me to set up a shoot where they're in here live to CBS?
Well, yeah, I work. Okay. I can't leave my radio show.
No, I got it.
I mean, what kind of statement is that? Of course. How can I leave the show?
Just want to make sure everything is what you want.
What time is Howard on the air? They don't know what time I'm on the air. Boy, I really have lost influence.
Well, you're on the air 24 hours a day.
I know it's a timing conflict. Just triple checking. Many thanks. And this is the official producer of CBS News, The Early Show. And I will go on and defend Dave and bash Jay right over the fucking head. You look like a slob. Why are you scarfless? Where's your scarf? Where's your Howard Stern Show scarf?
Don't even get me started.
All right, thank you. I thought Gary was going to start dressing better to get more respect.
Well, he keeps switching it up.
Yeah.
Some days I didn't get dressed up for Tara Thomas. Fucking sue me.
Today he doesn't.
For Ron Howard, I'll look better.
Today he doesn't want any respect.
That's right. I don't.
Yeah, right. No, I thought it was in general, just so like Scott Greenstein even will look at you differently.
I mean, I'm just a little better. I have a nicer pair of shoes on, a nicer pair of jeans on, and then I'll wear a jacket sometimes.
All right. Because that T-shirt looks like a dress.
Actually, this T-shirt. What do you mean it looks like a dress?
It's too long on you.
Oh, whatever.
And it hangs like a dress.
It's shorter than that fucking gay scarf.
Talk about it. Johnny Depp wears one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't no Johnny Depp.
And you're a monkey.
What?
What am I if I'm not Johnny Depp? Well, you should wear a scarf around your face.
Oh.
By the way, you know what channel we're on, right? It's not, this is an Al Q. It's a Howard Stern channel.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not the only one who wears a scarf. You know, Barbara Streisand wears a scarf.
Right. And she's a hot dude.
That's right. She's a big star. You know who's on the phone for you? Steve Langford's wife, it says here, because she's pissed that you didn't invite her to the big party today for the Richard Christie's engagement. And
well, I could have extended an
Shuli's
invitation
baby.
yesterday, and Steve told me the boat had left the pier.
Randy Langford, hi.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
Good.
I just wanted to call in, Robin, and to let you know that I don't mind not being invited to the party. I mean, that is really your choice. But I'm really, really offended that you called me weird.
I didn't. That was Jason. Jason said that, and I don't know you, so I thought he must know something.
That's exactly right. You don't know me. And someone heard you say that we were weird, and I really, really don't appreciate that. And name one thing that makes me weird.
You'd have to ask Jason. I'm telling you what happened. I was going over the guest list.
So you don't have anything to name?
And no, I was going over the guest list.
Well, I can name something weird. Can I name something weird about you? You married Steve.
Yes. If you think marrying a man with a huge penis is weird, then yes, I'm weird.
Right.
But Robin, please, do you even recall meeting me at the Christmas party?
No, I don't remember seeing Steve or you.
Exactly. Well, we were there, and we spoke. I mean, for you to even say you don't remember when we stood there and spoke for 5 minutes about dieting and nutrition.
We did?
Yes. Don't you remember?
There were a lot of people at that party.
Right.
You know what? You didn't even know Ralph Howard's name in the newsroom. You called him Ralph Edwards.
That's right. You're right.
I can't believe it. I mean, you think I'm weird? Listen, at least I don't stick coffee up my ass, and I don't cram veggies up my pussy. You know, I mean...
well, that's wonderful.
I mean, you know,
I feel really good for you.
Yeah, and I don't take...
By the way, you realize this is not Steve's wife.
Of course not.
Right, okay.
His wife wouldn't say these things.
Thank you. Well, actually, Richard Christie is going to take Sal's load on his back. It's really weird. On the wrap-up show yesterday, Sal was saying, look, I don't think the listeners want me to drop a load on Richard's back.
Is he kidding?
They want like, Nick Manning or someone like that. So you should take a poll.
I was surprised that you agreed to actually do this.
I didn't agree to shit.
When you went into the studio, you didn't agree?
No.
Well,
you did say no. I said I have to. Well, I kind of said no. I said I want to think about it.
Well, did you hear what Richard said you should do? Because I think I have a way for it to not be gay for you. If you put on the if you put on the My View goggles and watch a porn movie, then you're never really looking at Richard, and it's not gay.
Yeah, but it's still me on a video for the rest of my life jacking off on this hillbilly's back.
Because you haven't done anything else on a video that you'd worry about for the rest of your life?
Yeah, what's the matter? It's the 11th thing on the comp reel.
I have, but you know what? I'm trying to wean that down a little bit. You know,
that was then, this is now.
Exactly.
Kind of
show, like Gary says, the show has evolved. The show has evolved. So I'm trying to evolve.
Don't evolve on this. This is so good. And
you know what? Here's the problem. Look, I'll do anything for the show. You know that I'm the dancing monkey. No pun intended, Gary. But the thing is that
why would I think there's a pun intended?
No offense, I should say. But the thing is that we do these things. We get a little crazy. You know, the Captain Sack and the ball lick and the taint and all that shit. And then people call in and go, "It's too gay, too gay, too gay." And I listen to the fans. I listen to the people out there. I want to know, this to me is the ultimate act of gayness. I mean...
But I think it's all on Richard. I think if you're not looking at Richard, if you got the goggles on, you're watching your granny porn or your piss mops or whatever it is that gets you off,
right? And
you're not looking at Richard, then I think the gay part's on Richard.
Well, here's my question. What I think we should do is we should poll the fans in advance.
No. This is what we want.
I think we go on Howard.
It's not a democracy. Howard knows what's funny. He doesn't poll the fans. He's got a funny idea, and this is what he'd like to do.
I'm the guy stroking my cock on this redneck's ass.
And Howard's asking you to do it.
Oh, hold on.
Well, you're saying poll the fans to see who does it?
Is that worse than getting your balls licked? Is that worse than other things that you've done?
Hold on. You guys are strong-arming me right now. Let me finish. Yes, you are. You're putting Howard's name into this.
Well, because Howard asked you. Howard wasn't looking for a poll.
Okay, but calm down. Easy does it. Slow down, boy. What I'm trying to say is that let's put a poll up this time and see if people really want to see this. And if they do, you know what? I'd be happy to, come closer to my decision.
Can I be you for a minute?
Possibly
Howard is an entity. He's never asked anybody's opinion. He's always thought about. He knows what's good for the audience. He has these great ideas. Howard never polls the audience to see if they want something. He just does it because he's got an instinct. And his instinct on this is it's funny,
and he wants to see it. He said that.
So Gary goes, we're not going to take any polls, Sal. Howard decided it's better if you drop the load, and that's the way it is. So meanwhile, they put up a poll anyway, and of course...
They want Sal.
48% of the people want Sal. 25% of the people say a porn star should do it, and 27% of people say no one should do it. So overwhelmingly, the audience wants Sal to go to a hotel.
Well, yeah, why would they want a porn star who they don't know?
Right, and then drop a load on Richard's back. Right. And so Richard really wants the guy from Family Guy. What's the guy's name?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
On the show.
Yeah. And so I booked Seth MacFarlane.
And now?
He's coming on the show.
Is Sal going to do it?
Yeah. Sal's going to drop a load on Richard's back.
And they're going to be in a hotel room. That's going to be the funniest thing.
What's up?
Richard's trying to back out.
Can't back out. I just booked Seth MacFarlane. Right. He told me the deal was on.
He says he heard that Seth MacFarlane was already booked, but that's not the case.
No, that is not the case.
What is wrong with him?
That is not the case.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads. I'm not trying to back out. Sal's the one that went in and told Gary that. But that's what I heard, that he was booked before we even did this thing.
Absolutely not.
Huh.
We were thinking about it, but I said, hey, let's make it up to Richard. He says he wants Seth MacFarlane. I'll interview Seth MacFarlane if he takes a load. Because otherwise it's no fun.
It's no fun if I don't take a load.
Do you think they're just doing this to get you to have a load on your back?
Well, very gullible, so...
So when are you guys going to go to the hotel and get the load on your back so we can listen in?
That's up to you, I guess.
He's not going to do it that day. He's going to do it before.
Well, I want to
it happened that morning, Howard.
Okay, that morning.
Yeah, I want to make sure Seth MacFarlane is sitting in the green room.
All right, that's fair.
I don't want to get a load on my back and then
he's
late
up
for the show.
That'd be good. Seth MacFarlane calls in and cancels.
Yeah, well, that's the irony. This is what's going to get Seth MacFarlane not to do the show.
No, he's got a good sense of humor.
So, Sal, are you going to hold up for a lot of...
What's funny about this?
Sal,
yeah, exactly.
Are you going to wait like 5 days and be all backed up so you drop a rope on him?
Howard, he's yelling in the hallway now. Get in there, Sal. I never agreed to do this. Now he's back.
We did the poll, like you said. The listeners want it. 48% voted.
I'm going to give Sal some great granny porn that morning so he'll jerk off before he jerks off.
So it sounds like Richard wants to... Oh, wait. Do you want this to happen now, Richard? It sounds like subconsciously you do.
No, I do not want this to happen, but I'm not going to back out. Howard's, saying that I'm backing out. I'm not going to.
All right,
but
Sal,
I want to do it with
Sal. To deliver this tremendous bit?
Well, the thing is, technically, I lost the poll. 25% and 27% ends up to 52%.
Don't be ridiculous. You got the majority.
Yeah, I said put up a poll, but I didn't say I was going to do it.
They want to see you.
Here's the problem. I would do it.
Good.
But calm down. But I don't have the ability physically to whack my cock off with a man bent over.
Here's what's going to happen. You do have the ability.
I don't. I'm telling you
physically.
physically.
Go to the hotel.
Cock and balls.
We're going to put some porn on for you that you can look at.
Well, I suggested on the wrap-up show we have that sponsor, My View. They're glasses that you wear,
He'll wear the
where
glasses.
you can watch a video
right.
and you can't even see
Sal,
outside.
You going to move up your cock and balls and whack it for a little bit?
I have faith in you.
No, don't.
Are you telling us you can't perform?
There's no way with
asshole. This is the biggest bit ever. It's not you being feminine. It's him. He's taking the load.
Is this bigger than interviewing Paul McCartney?
Yes. This is big.
Let me ask you
and
something.
I need you to perform.
Why do I? This
have to go
asshole
out
asked
there.
for semen on his back. Why do I have to be the jerk off that does
Because
it?
he trusts you.
He's
You're
your
his
partner.
friend.
Trust. I got 3 kids. I got to jack off on a hillbilly's back.
Do you do a comedy routine with this guy? You're out every weekend
That's
with him.
different. I'm not jerking off on
You don't want to be
stage.
part of this? You're going to feel like shit that morning when the comedy history is made and
it's
you're not jerking
you.
off on him.
I'm not saying that, Howard. I've done so much. I've done everything.
You want to be the guy. You know what? Okay, fine. I'll get a different guy to come on his back.
No. I want Sal.
You know what? No Seth MacFarlane.
Let's forget Seth MacFarlane. Let's forget this whole thing.
Come on, Sal. We do
I'm
everything
not saying
together.
no. I'm saying that, Howard, my problem is I'm
Here's
not...
what's going to happen. I hear your problem, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to put on those My View glasses. You're going to have a big screen experience right in front of you, a porn.
That's going to look like
What's your favorite porn?
Tom Cruise.
Dr. Piss.
All right, Dr. Piss. Describe your favorite scene in Dr. Piss.
There's a lot of them.
I think Fred has a clip maybe in the
Do you?
Prophet. Yeah.
Take a look.
Is it under
Fred.
Dr. Piss?
Yeah, it should be Dr. Piss.
Okay, I can find it.
This is your absolute
And he
all-time
thinks
favorite.
It's one of my
can't
favorites.
perform.
What does Dr. Piss do in his video?
Well, he pretends he's a doctor, and a lady comes in, and as he examines her vagina, she starts peeing in his face, and then
right.
he has another girl come in, and he pees into a super soaker, and he shoots the super soaker pee into her
Why
face.
do you like that so much? Or does
I don't know.
You just it turns you on and gives you a boner. All right,
Yeah,
so
it
here's
does.
what's gonna
That
happen.
gets me a boner.
Gets you all
All right.
excited.
Well,
On
one of the
first of all,
movies.
Richard's going to be quiet. We're not going to hear from him. He's going
We can even put him in something frilly if you want.
And then, we'll put him in a dress.
Yeah, I want my
Panties.
ass covered up so he doesn't accidentally.
So we'll put you in a pair of panties just so
Okay.
it looks like a girl saw it.
But Howard,
This is just his back.
like Richard wants to meet Seth
We
MacFarlane.
can even spray urine on you during it.
Nah, you don't have to do that. I'm not a deer. But
So then you'll put the My View glasses on. You'll have your experience.
And you'll be in your tighty whities.
Yeah, you won't even know. And then you'll blow your load right on his back when it's getting close to time. Whip off the glasses and do it. Spray him down.
Not anything, dude. Howard,
spray him down.
I want to.
What an ass! Why am I involved in this asshole's life? I mean, he wants.
That's up to you.
But this is
I don't
him.
know what.
All right,
He wants you.
I want Sal to leave the glasses on when he comes, so maybe he'll miss.
No. He's got to hit your back, or you're not
You know, this is
getting
what.
your wish.
Artie, help me.
Sal, I wish I could, but this is you're paying for past sins. People think you want to do this on some level.
But I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Sal, you don't want to do it? I'll get a different guy to do it.
All right, thanks.
No, please have Sal.
Well, Howard,
You're doing
I
it for
don't-
Richard. at
I don't
least.
know if
He's
I want to
begging
do it unless it's Sal.
Oh,
I
get
trust
out
Sal.
of here, Richard. You proposed this.
Why do you trust
were
Sal?
doing this.
I know, but I want Sal to
always
be
makes-
do it
Sal
with
always
me.
does something weird to you whenever he's involved with you. That cock's gonna end up in your ass. I know it.
I'm gonna take a shit on his neck.
What about that
I think
guy?
I'd prefer a shit on my neck.
What about that guy who came in, who went into business for gay porn, but he's not a gay guy?
But see,
That's the
I don't
guy
know
what?
I don't know what that guy's up to. There could be a health
It's
thing.
on your back.
Right.
See, I got a big issue with Sal. I'm going to tell you right now.
What
Sal's
else
the
is
one
new?
who's always saying everybody's got to give it their all for the show. Sal's the one who's always saying if we don't do something, you should be punished. So if Sal doesn't want to do it, something should be taken away. That's how Sal
You
reacts
as
to
a
everything.
producer.
How about your plugs for your
You're allowed.
your shitty
If I don't
comedy
do it,
shows?
if I don't do it, you're a lousy producer. You should be
how
taken
about
away.
if you don't do it, I cut your plugs off.
Sal.
Go ahead, Gary. That's not nice.
But you know what? You got to perform. You're here. You
I
got
don't
a job.
want him to be coerced like that.
I'm not.
Not coerced. I mean, he's always saying, "Hey, first of all, Howard's asking you to do it. You're saying no right to his face. He is asking you to do it, and you're the one that says we all got to do what Howard says."
Sal, let me remind you.
You're strong arming me, Gary. I'm talking to Howard about
I'm
it.
using your own words against you.
How about if Sal does this, you'll interview Dr. Piss along with Seth MacFarlane.
Well, the point is, look, Richard wants to meet Seth, and I'm willing to contribute. Don't get me wrong,
You're
Gary.
not a team player.
All right, go back and think about it. Go back
Sal's
and
not a
think
team
about it.
player.
That's not true,
You're not.
Gary.
We have to know if this is being done.
I
We
think
gotta-
he'll do it.
You do?
Let me
I
think
think
about
so.
it. Let me
Go
think
back
about it
and
some
talk
more.
it over with Richard.
Be on the team.
I am, Gary.
you're
You know
not.
I'm on the team.
How are
Gary,
you on the team?
Gary, the things that I've done in the past, I've done everything that's
You know what?
been
You haven't
asked of
done
me.
anything like this good in about a good year and a half.
We
You've
haven't done a
changed.
gay stunt in a
You've
year and a
changed.
half.
No, you've changed.
No, I have not changed
You totally
at all.
have changed.
No, I have not.
And you're not part of the team.
I'm totally part of the team.
How?
It's something I have to think about. Why don't you do it?
Because nobody asked me to.
All right, I'm asking you.
You know
do
what?
it.
You doing it is funnier, and Howard wants you to do it. Not me.
And I know
funny if you did it,
It'd be
Gary.
funny if
funny.
Gary did
I'm
it.
putting on
It'd
the
be bestiality, but it'd be
I'm
funny.
putting on the techno beaver outfit.
That's
okay?
pretty good.
Well, you already look like a beaver. That's no. It's not as far stretch.
Sal is not a team player.
Dude, you know.
All right, thank you guys.
It would be funny for any guy to do this, let's face it, but no one's going to do it. I mean, you know.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I'm definitely going to think about it.
He's not a team player.
All right, go think about it.
Whenever we do stunts, it's a Sal and Richard stunt. And I want this to be a Sal and Richard stunt.
We're like the gay Laurel and Hardy.
Well, yeah.
All right, boys, go back and discuss it in your comedy room.
And just remember, Seth MacFarlane is like on the list, off the list, on the list, off the list while you guys do this.
Seth MacFarlane's fate rests in your hands.
I don't give a fuck about Seth MacFarlane. He does. I'm the idiot. I'm the gay dancing bear that has to come in and close the deal so Shitbag can meet Seth MacFarlane.
Right.
I get nothing out of this
All right,
except
go
to
back
please
and- go
you
back and
and the
talk
show.
about it.
All
Go
right,
back and
goodbye.
You get to jerk off. That's true.
All right, goodbye, boys. All right.
I remember when pleasing Howard on the show was enough, so.
Right.
Yep.
Seth doesn't know if he should get on that plane.
Seth MacFarlane's very hurt. Yes, Dan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I want to be the voice of reason. I am your major demographic. I'm a young male, Long Island boy, part Italian, pleading with Sal not to do this.
You don't want him to do it.
He cannot do this. Dude, he's on the borderline of getting kicked out of the club anyway.
Right.
He does this, he's out. He can't come home anymore.
Let's go to Matt.
I have
Matt.
to say, I agree with the kid.
Cross the border.
Matt, you're on the air.
But I'm in Jersey.
Yes, Matt.
Morning, Howard.
Morning.
Yeah, I agree with the last call. I don't think Sal should go through with this.
I don't know. It sounds kind of intriguing to me.
I think Gary would be much more interesting.
You want to see Techno Beaver?
See, this is probably Sal's friends calling.
You
in
want
to get
Gary
off
in
the
a
hook.
No, I'm not.
Techno Beaver costume. All right, J-Man, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
So, I don't know. I just don't think you're listening to the listeners, because if only 46% want him to do it, then that means the majority of your listeners do not want Sal to do it.
No, you didn't hear the poll.
On the air.
No, 25% want a porn star to do it.
Right, that means not Sal, and then the other 20-something
Only 27% of the people think it shouldn't be done, so 48 and 25 is how much, Robin?
Oh, God. That's
13
like,
carried the 1-5, 73%.
Want it done.
Clear majority.
No, that meant the majority want Richard to take a load on his back, but they don't want Sal to do it.
Yeah, but we're saying they want the load on the back.
The load on the back isn't the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think Sal can't do it, man. I don't know.
All of a sudden, everybody's backing out. Now, everyone said it was funny for Richard to take a load on
Well,
the back.
they're talking more about Sally's people. Richard, I think, is still
But it's
get
Sal,
the load.
Sal objecting and saying maybe he shouldn't do it. That's calling this into question. It would just be getting done if he would just go along.
Well, anyway, maybe we should get off this topic.
Gary, you're being pretty hard on him, man.
Fuck him. You know what? He's the first one to run him when somebody won't do some dumbass shit that he wants. You're not on the team. You know, we're all here for Howard. And then all of a sudden, when he finds himself in that position, he's got a double standard.
Do you think there's any way we can convince him to do this?
I don't think he should do it. No, I think he should do it. If he doesn't want to do it, then he's dropped a couple of notches in my eyes.
Guys, what's going on?
He's gonna do it, right, buddy? Come on. You'll be looking at Dr. Piss. All you gotta do is lay on the ground. Just jerk off that morning so you don't have much load.
Yeah, that doesn't.
All you gotta do is dribble on me. That won't be that big of a deal.
All right, we'll see.
Gary says you're not a team player.
That's totally wrong. That's ridiculous. That's Gary's way of psychologically stressing me out.
No.
I'm such a team player.
You're the first person to talk about. You say Lisa's not a team player. Whenever somebody doesn't want to do something that you find funny, they're not a team player. And you say that I'm an asshole. I'm a bad producer. Here you go. If you don't do it, you're fired. Now I'm a great producer.
All right, there you go.
But how about this? What other office in the world has their boss convincing one of the workers to jerk off on another guy?
Right. In the grand scheme, we're just trying to do what's best for the show.
Right. But you're trying to get Sal to jerk off on a guy, and that's
you're trying to get me to jerk off. He's following
you're his
through.
boss, and you're trying to tell him to jerk off on a guy.
I just think it's funny that Sal's got this big double standard.
I don't have a double standard.
You do because
it's something that I don't want to do.
Right, and when
we all have a right not to do something now.
But when somebody,
I've done everything.
Hold on. When somebody else doesn't want to do something, that's when you tell them they're not a team player. Lisa didn't want. Okay. Not that they're the same thing, but Lisa didn't want to be in your talent show, your newsroom talent show. Right. She didn't want to play the cello. For whatever reason, it's not up for you to decide.
Right.
She's not a team player. Lisa never does anything I want. This is bullshit. You should get rid of her. You said a bunch of...
All right,
she should be fired.
I didn't say she should be fired.
You should say, we shouldn't let Lisa be on the air anymore and reap the good benefits. No,
but there are things that we all don't want to do. Okay, you know, Gary,
she didn't want to do that.
You made me see the light. From now on, I'll never say that nobody's not a team player. That's what else can I tell you?
That's another lie.
Okay. No, it isn't.
It is. You'll say it before Christmas. You'll say it.
Okay. So because I call somebody else not a team player doesn't mean I'm a hypocrite now all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take my cock out
and
jerk off on a man's back?
You're being a hypocrite.
No. There are standards that people have, and that's where I draw the line there.
So then why don't you respect someone else's standard?
I do.
No, you
drew the line. Well,
you drew the line and you trashed the shit out of her for a month.
I expressed my opinion on it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said she's not a team player for playing the violin.
Okay. So I expressed my opinion. You're not a team player.
Okay,
you're not. You clearly don't care about the show or Howard anymore. You've gotten big.
Oh yeah, really?
Now that you're a big shot with your fucking Richard and Sal show, you don't need Howard.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's the funniest.
Let's see if Sal can fit his head through the door.
Rich, are you a little bummed out? that this might not happen?
I would be ecstatic if this didn't happen. But, I don't want to let Howard down. I want it to happen with Sal. And everybody thinks he's going to back out. I know Sal, he won't back out. I have full confidence in my buddy.
And if it's not Sal, you're not going to do it?
I don't know. I got to, you know what? I would say I have to check with my doctor, but how do I ask my doctor if it's safe for me to get a load on my back?
I mentioned Gary went out to the Adult Video News Awards, the AVNs, that's the porno stars. He was out there. He was in Vegas for some sort of trade show, the electronic trade show where they show all the new gadgets. Consumer electronics trade show. I wonder if Gary saw anything cool. You see anything cool at the electronics trade show? I'll tell you what, you got heavier out there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
How can he get heavier over the
I'm
weekend?
actually lighter.
Guarantee you put on weight.
I guarantee I didn't. I know.
That shirt used to fit you a lot better.
First of all,
I can see your whole belly.
You can't say the shirt fit me a lot better because it's the first day I've ever worn it. And so maybe it's a little tight.
I don't know.
But
I'm terrible on you.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I'm sorry. It looks like a
fucking
maternity.
old fuck.
No,
I
it looks
think
like
looks
maternity.
fine.
Robin, look. Look at his belly. You can see it right. I mean, he got heavier.
Gary's been a little.
I've been the same.
You got heavier.
I've been the same size for 5. I'm just saying. I've been the same size for 5 months.
What do you think?
I got
you weigh?
heavier since I was 23.
Well, what do you weigh?
I weigh about 219.
Bet you weigh more.
I can't weigh more than 220.
You just said you weighed 219.
A pound. You think I look a pound heavier in the shirt?
I don't know, but whatever you think your weight is, it's got to be up there. It's got to be over whatever it is.
I'm telling you that what I
look
weighed.
like you
Can I get a word in?
Yeah. All you do is get a word.
What I weighed for the last month every morning when I get up is I actually weigh that much this morning. So I'm just saying that maybe I look fat, but I didn't put weight on in Vegas.
Maybe that shirt's too small.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not.
You don't see that he looks heavy?
I've seen that he looked heavy for a while. I didn't notice today he was heavier.
Exactly. He is doing the fat guy thing of he keeps adjusting.
Yeah. No, the shirt's a little tight.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what happens when something's tight.
Yeah. That shirt.
Artie would know. Artie was 20 pounds to put on his top 6 shirts.
I know, Gary. That's what I'm saying. I do know. You're doing that thing where you adjust.
Why you getting defensive? Robin accuses me of not saying anything when she gets heavy. I'm trying to help you. You got heavy.
Oh, I love it when you help me.
Oh, you do? I thought you were taking offense.
You are my Dr. Drew.
All right. Hey.
Get on a scale. Let's see.
What do you weigh? Let's see.
220. Let's say 220.
Let me see.
You say it's over?
I don't know. I don't know what he normally weighs, so it might be 220. In other words, that would do me no good. 221.
All right, so I mean, he's right. He's right. You can't fault him for that.
How tall are you?
7'3".
No, come on. How tall are you?
5'9".
5'9"?
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight to be carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're heavy. What do you eat? What's going on?
What am I eating? A piece of cake, a couple of M&Ms. Had a lot of. I went to a steakhouse this weekend. I went to Nines at the Palm Hotel.
I get reports
one of the best steakhouses in the world.
I get reports on you during the show that you're eating out of control.
Like a madman.
Yeah,
no doubt.
M&Ms.
I don't even shut the
chips.
door anymore. No, I don't eat chips.
Gary's life must be very stressful with all he has going on, kids, everything. And look, he's eating something.
Still smoking?
No, try not to.
True. You're not smoking?
I'm not smoking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
How
smoking.
long you been without a cigarette?
I don't know. I went to see the hypnotist. I guess. A year. I think this February will be 2 years.
Is that right?
That worked?
Yeah.
You haven't had a cigarette in 2 years?
Yeah. You haven't had a cigarette in 2 years?
I have had a cigarette in 2 years, but dude, I don't. I haven't bought a pack. I would say in 2 years, I've smoked the total of a pack and a half of cigarettes in 2 years.
Wow.
That's
little. That's nothing.
You know, though, you don't quit cold turkey, you'll be back.
No, that's not true.
No, it always gets worse. Cigarettes don't get better; they get worse.
No, that's
By
not
that
true.
I mean, no. I'm going to tell you what I mean.
I know because you know, Dr. Drew.
But I was a cigarette
Dr.
smoker.
Howard. All right, so your experience is everything.
I'm telling you about cigarettes. It never, ever goes less.
I'm going to go sit with Artie.
It never goes less, genius.
Guy, don't you know his experience is
Addiction
everything by
always
now?
increases. Ask Artie. You don't go from using heroin and lightening up your heroin. You either start with heroin and it increases. Same with cigarettes.
They do
Always
say that
increase.
about heroin. That's why, like Ray Charles and Miles Davis, they always said, they do it on their own. Otherwise, it'll come back. I mean, but I don't know.
So what did you want to know? You wanted to know if I went up to the Consumer Electronics
Did you see anything cool?
I saw Panasonic has a 150-inch television.
Did you eat all the news department's candy?
Oh.
No.
They're claiming you did.
That is so not true. That's bullshit.
The other guy
all
who's
of their candy?
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's bullshit. That it really is. I've had. First of all, I haven't been in the news department in a month.
The news department's claiming Gary ate all of their candy.
How much candy do they have?
A lot.
No, it's just not true. It's I have not eaten. I went in there and got candy a month ago. I've taken some pieces. I did not eat all of their candy.
All right,
that's
that
a
was the
fucking
word I got.
out and out lie.
That's the word I got.
And if Lisa G wants to come in and peddle her bullshit, let her come in.
Let her come in.
I did not eat all of their candy.
I heard you did.
Well,
That's all I'm just telling you what I heard.
I'm telling you heard wrong.
That's bad. That's their candy.
How could it be bad if it's not true?
And the news department's on a whole other floor.
You just asked. They're not on
You
a.
have to go down there to get the candy.
Boy, the two of you are so out of touch. They're down the hall.
Oh, really?
No.
I get you visit so often.
I don't mean you know what I mean. They're all the way across.
No. You thought they were on another floor. You have no clue what goes on
They
here.
used to be. I didn't know they moved back.
No. They've been in.
Gary,
Robin, they've been in the same spot since day one.
Why are you angry, dude? If you ate all their candy, you ate all their candy.
I didn't eat all their
Okay,
candy.
so you didn't have to go downstairs to eat their candy.
I didn't eat all their candy.
All right, so you walked out of here and into their area.
No, but you said I had to go all the way downstairs.
Lisa G used to hide her candy from Gary, and he'd find it.
Yeah, why are you
That's
out
not-
there looking for candy?
That's what I
not
hear.
true either.
That's what I heard.
That is not. It's in a bowl. I didn't look through her drawers or anything. I mean, her candy was in a bowl.
So what would you walk down there? Would you walk
candy?
down there under the premise that you had business down there, or would you just go to get the candy?
Well, both.
Yeah. All right.
I had business of getting the candy.
You could have taken care of the business over the phone.
I haven't been there in a long time. She's got, and I did not eat all the candy. She had a bowl of candy, and I had some pieces, probably more than I should. But to say I ate all their candy is an out and out lie.
You could say, why would they put it out if they don't want anyone to eat it?
But he was getting exercise by going to get the candy.
No, whatever.
Al Rosenberg is on the phone. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Howard? I got a phone call that Gary was taking some heat about the candies in Lisa G's dish.
Yeah.
I'm the one who ate them.
Oh.
You ate them?
We come in there during the miserable.
All right.
Show, but
Yeah, 'cause
I left her a replacement last night.
All right. Well, okay, Al.
And also, I left her a note once accepting the blame for that. And but I did want to say, while she's there, would she mind filling them again, please? And I like the peanut.
I got pictures of Al from my wedding, and Al's gotten quite heavy.
I lost 85 pounds.
Yeah, but I think you're putting back some weight, right?
No. I'm 236 now.
Are you?
Yeah, I was going to say at the wedding he had thinned down.
Yeah.
You looked heavy to me.
Everybody looks heavy to you.
No, you look heavy.
But
Gary.
everybody.
I was right. You were over your goal weight.
Yeah, I said I was 219. I was 221. We're genius.
Weight is not what he was.
Yeah, that wasn't my goal weight.
I'm saying you're over even.
Gary's goal weight was 275.
You're over what you should be. You should probably
No,
weigh
but
about what should you weigh? 170?
I should weigh 185, 180, 185. 85 is a weight that's pretty good for me.
185?
Yeah.
I think you should weigh.
Of course you do.
You're probably under.
Of course you do. You think I should go to Auschwitz?
No. I don't think you should go to Auschwitz.
You think, but whatever anybody in the world, whatever you think they should weigh, whatever they think they should weigh, you're always 15 pounds lower.
What do you weigh,
No.
Howard?
What do I weigh?
Yeah.
Be honest.
Why would I not be honest? I'm thinking my weight. I weighed myself this morning. I weighed 194.
Yeah, because I was going to say, Gary
You're
said
too
he should
thin.
be
You're
10
too
pounds
thin.
under you.
Yeah.
What?
there you go.
Gary, how much
He's
did you,
so much taller.
how much did you weigh after the years ago when we had the first Bally's weight loss contest? At the end of that, what'd you weigh? When you were giving yourself the enema on the floor in Bally's gym?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was 175, 174.
You look
You
really
looked
good there.
And I'll tell you what. I don't respect people who have to lose weight just for money. Like, do it for your health.
Don't respect me. Listen,
I don't
I'm a
respect
whore
you at
about
all.
that. I
And then
agree.
you put the weight right back on.
I agree.
Thank you, Al.
You're welcome.
Al's part of the Miserable Men Show. Thank you, Al. It's my man, Al Rosenberg.
It's still embarrassing to me that on Bally's rapid weight loss program, I gained 2 pounds. Don't think it isn't.
I was embarrassed for you. All right, so when are you going to play us those AVNs? We'll do that maybe tomorrow or Wednesday?
Probably Wednesday.
Okay.
You know what I weighed at the end of that weight loss contest? I thought it sucked, too. I weighed 214. God, I would kill for that right now.
But you know what's great about that? That was the contest where Artie tried really hard to not eat for a day and a half. And it was killing him, and he broke down. Remember, after the Yankee game, they stopped for 2 slices of pizza, then they had that, then he stopped to get like burgers or something.
Is that what you weighed back then? 214?
Yeah.
Gee, you would love to weigh 214 right now.
Are you kidding me?
I was even looking at the poster in the hall where he's walking with the cup in his mouth and all.
Yeah.
He was thin then.
Well, I was thin when we started
he was
here. I was
considerably thinner than he is now, and he'd like to be there now.
Yes, you're a big mess.
You're not letting
Now
me
I'm
do
looking
coke.
at the height and weight table, and it says for a guy 5'9", even with a large frame.
Go ahead.
The ideal weight is 155 to 176.
Right, now look up your height and weight, Robin.
I'm just looking.
No, I'm just saying.
155 to what?
176.
So true.
Fuck that.
There's no way Gary should be
Robin,
weighing
look up yours and see if you're in there. Because you look great. No, I'm just saying that those charts are fucked.
Those charts are from the 50s when people were smaller. I'm telling you.
Come on,
150
Gary.
A guy 5'9", 155 will look like
No,
a fucking
Artie, I ain't saying
string
I ain't
bean.
saying 155, but I'll tell you what, with him, 175 is the right weight.
Well, that's what he was at the
That's a great weight, but it's a hard weight to maintain.
No.
I always felt good at
You know
185.
what you do? Because you take the bottle and the blanket out of your crib, and you say to yourself, I'm a man, I'm going to have 3 meals a day. You see what I just had? I just had a big sandwich.
Yeah, I got it. Looked
Big
great.
giant sandwich with tuna salad and the whole thing. Tuna fish sandwich. You know it looked good. It was a giant tuna fish sandwich.
Yeah, I don't
You
eat
don't
tuna
eat
fish,
All right,
but that's
whatever
okay.
you eat.
I know some of the stuff from
Eat an
Pump
egg
looks
salad,
great.
whatever you like. I don't know.
My sandwich from Pump is great, and Howard has it every once in a while. Turkey burger with mozzarella.
That's the one I
Have
actually
fun.
recommended.
You
it.
know
When
what I had last night for dinner? I'm going to tell you what I had last night for dinner.
What's that?
Big fucking lasagna. But that's it. After the lasagna was over, that's it.
But he also,
here's the
also
question.
jogs a lot.
You know what?
Oh, yeah,
I didn't jog at all yesterday.
Yeah, but you would have to, that diet without the jogging out,
Hold it.
you'd gain weight. You would
Okay,
gain
Artie,
weight.
I haven't run more than a mile in
how
3
long?
weeks.
Still, running
And
a
I have-
mile
and
is
I've
more
lost
than-
weight.
Running a mile is a mile more than any of us run.
All right.
That's what I mean.
Are you happy with your?
Without-
Are you happy with your weight right now, or do you think you need to lose a couple of pounds?
I could probably lose 3 pounds.
Wow. See, that's the
But I keep
almost,
it within 3 to 5
Right.
pounds.
So you're saying you should be a what? About 190?
I should be 190 ideally.
Yeah.
Ideally.
6'5"?
6'5".
190. That's a great weight. That's
Yeah, that's what I got to be. 'cause
What
I
does the
got a
chart
narrow
say about
frame.
that,
Wait a
Robin?
minute. Let me go back to the chart.
Howard's going to be under the chart for sure.
Good. Keep me under there. I know when I'm heavy.
I bet
You know
the
what it
chart
is?
says something you'd go, that's ridiculous.
I
bet
don't
that's what the chart
have,
says.
like, if I stopped running and probably worked out with weights more and did intense working out, I'd probably pack some muscle on and look a
Yeah.
little better.
And weigh a little more.
Yeah, and
But
weigh a
why
little
would
more.
you do that at 55 years old? You look
I'm not
good.
gonna
You
do
look
that.
great.
That's
you look
it. This is my
fine.
look.
You're healthy. This is your look.
This is
The
it.
chart stops before Howard's height.
You look good in public
Yeah, they
school
never-
shirts.
I never was on the.
All right, what
I
did
was never on-
6'4" say?
6'4", it says for a large frame, 181 to 207.
No, but I'm a. What about a thin frame?
A thin frame, 162 to 175.
There you go.
Oh. You're probably if the,
You're
if the
not
chart
close
went that
to the
high, you'd be
middle.
under it.
I think you're in the middle, like a middle frame.
No. He's not. He's a smaller frame.
You think with
Yeah.
his wide shoulders and everything?
And he's 20 pounds heavier than the highest weight there.
That's like, but that's for
171
6'4".
to 197.
Oh, 6'4".
To 197, Art. And
For
I'm
what? A small
190
frame?
No, large.
171 to 187 is a middle frame. A large frame is
187.
181 to 207.
So you'd say you're a middle frame?
Yeah.
You're
All right,
heavy,
so let me-
you're heavier than that chart says.
That's for a 6'4".
But let's talk about that chart.
I'm 6'5".
Oh, okay.
Right,
yeah.
so he's probably got some leeway.
He's
talk about
probably
that
right
chart
on,
for a
right
second.
on there, right on the right thing.
Fred's in great shape, right?
Yeah.
And I'll bet you if you compare the chart, Fred,
I guarantee you Fred falls in the right
I
area.
bet he
What
does.
is
Fred's
your
what?
height?
Fred's a medium frame.
Want to know something? I'm probably about, according to that chart, I'd probably be considered to be 10 pounds over.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah,
Fred's
how tall are you?
muscular.
How tall
What is
are
your
you?
height?
I'm between 6'2" and 6'3", 6'2" and a half.
All right. I'll go to 6'3" then.
and Fred is it Fred a medium frame?
Yeah.
He should be 167 to 182.
What do you weigh?
That's a little too low. I'm probably about 210.
Oh, you are?
Oh my God, Fred's obese according to that chart.
Hey, Gary,
I'm
he
just
fits in
saying.
his shirt. You don't.
I'm just saying that
I don't know what you
that
want from
chart's
me.
retarded.
Yeah.
Go to me.
I'm fat. That chart's retarded.
Yeah.
Do you get
You
the,
don't
get
fit
the
in your
point?
shirt.
I'm fat. The chart's retarded.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So what has it got to do with anything?
'Cause
just-
you
look
bring up
big,
the chart like it's
that shirt-
gospel.
that shirt looks too tight on you.
Okay.
That's all I'm
I won't
saying.
wear it again.
I'm just helping you out.
You are. You're so good to me.
All right. Thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
I gotta
Do you
go.
really think you're helping me out?
Yeah.
Or do you just breaking my balls?
No, helping you out.
You really think you're helping me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You need someone to talk reality to you. You do.
Good.
You want to? You know what?
No,
You look great.
please.
You look great. That shirt looks great. Wear it every day.
I didn't say that
I'm
either.
sorry.
Just don't say anything.
You look really good. You look nice.
You would
and
rather
thin.
he not say anything.
My shirt doesn't have a hole in it.
You walk in, you got the chins going. I mean, come on, stop it. You don't look good. You're a young man.
You got more
got
chins.
I'm not a young
kids.
man. I'm almost as old as you
You
now.
got young kids. Come on.
You
You
catch
got
up to him.
You're a little Bob bloated. That's all.
Oh.
All right. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, there he is, fresh from his trip to Vegas. Gary Delabate.
Gary,
Yes.
do you think your shirt looks good on you?
I don't know. I haven't looked in the mirror. I put it on today. It does feel a little tight. I didn't think it looked like I don't think I look like Richie Balinson, okay? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't have the Tim Sabian thing where the buttons are screaming. So maybe it looks a little... I mean, again, that's him talking. But Artie's right. I do have the thing. It's tight on me, so I feel uncomfortable in it.
I've noticed like the picking, like what Howard says.
But I
guess.
do that no matter what. I do that with a regular shirt.
But do you
I do that all the time.
Do you think Howard's being a little outrageous, saying like you're so overweight and?
Well, I am overweight, but he would, he would have it be like he doesn't know what obese is. He should go travel the Midwest. But that doesn't that doesn't mean I'm not fat.
Yeah.
I'm fat. But in Howard's world, I'm at the high end of the spectrum, and I'm just so not.
What do you need to lose, you think? Like 20?
I need to lose 30, 35 pounds.
And he would say you probably need to lose.
He thinks I need to lose 45.
You definitely know. You know.
Here to erupt. Thanks for having you.
So how's it going, man?
Pretty good.
So is this the first time you've been on Howard's show?
As far as you know, it is.
Yes, I think it is. Now, you guys always haven't been on the best terms. Is everything all right now?
Not really, no.
So what's going to go on in there?
Well, I think I'm going to be able to, really slip it to him in the ass.
Sounds like it's going to be fun.
It could be fun for him.
Chevy is here. And here's a guy who's a legend. He's a legend. You can see he's a legend. He walks in the room,
He
people
looks
get
like a
excited.
legend.
He's a legend. A living legend.
And an icon.
And an
And an
icon.
icon.
And an icon. Hi, Chevy.
How you doing?
Well, I think this is the first time you've been in the studio.
Kiss me.
I
It
would
is the first time.
Kiss me.
It's beautiful.
I didn't even know I'm allowed to kiss you. Oh. You've never had a gay affair, have you?
Yes.
You have?
Oh, yeah, several.
Yeah. God, weren't those National Lampoon, early in your career, the National Lampoon albums?
Yeah.
Was that like the highlight of creativity for you? I'm being serious. Forget all the movies. Forget Saturday Night Live.
I'll tell you what. It was, but also before that, doing Groove Tube, Channel 1.
Right.
For 4 or 5 years.
Was that the most
East
creative?
Village. That was the most startlingly funny, creative stuff I've ever.
Because you were a young man, you were on fire, you wanted to be famous. Was your goal to be famous, honestly?
No, honestly, my goal was to be rich and famous.
But did you think even comedy could make you rich and famous? Did you have that confidence that this was going to work out?
No, I was driving, cabs and trucks and motorcycles. And, I had all these other jobs. I made nothing, like $25 a week.
Was the goal to be an actor or a comedian?
No, I think it was mostly writing.
Right.
And I
were a very good
I wrote
comedy
a lot.
writer.
Yeah, I wrote a lot.
Were you associated with these Harvard guys? Is that how did you?
Doug Kenny?
Yeah. How did you get in the business? How did you actually make the transition from being a regular guy?
Yeah.
You had an incredible,
to a virgin. What?
You had an incredible drumming ability, right?
Yes.
You were
not that good, but
didn't
okay.
you play with Steely Dan?
Yeah. Well, we didn't call ourselves that then.
What did you call yourselves?
I think it was something like the Very Bad Jazz Band. I mean,
you played with Becker and Fagan.
Yeah,
you were good enough. You were a good enough drummer.
Oh yeah, we played together. Yeah.
So you were sort of this drummer. You grew up in a rich family or not?
No.
Everyone thinks you come from some aristocratic family. You know that. People think
in my
that
background, they think that, but when you look at it, ultimately it was kind of upper middle class, right in there, because it's a long story, but my mother did come from an extremely wealthy guy, named Cornelius Crane, who was head of the Crane Plumbing.
Oh, Crane Plumbing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So your mother was wealthy. Your father was.
But she wasn't. He left her nothing.
Oh, okay.
He left it all to the Zen Buddhists.
She grew up wealthy, though, your mother. So she was a class kind of conscious woman.
Right.
Your father was a hardworking middle-class guy?
Yeah, maybe a little above that. But, I mean, in terms of, he was a great a social commentator, a writer. He wrote for Commonweal, New Republic, Harper's, New Yorker, all of that stuff.
Did you like your father?
And I loved him.
You loved him?
Loved him.
Why did I have a feeling you were one of those guys who didn't get along with his father? That this was like he didn't want you to be in show business, didn't like the...
Well, yeah, of course. Would your dad like it until you became successful?
Right.
Suddenly,
of course.
He's your father, not you're his son.
But your father spent a lot of time with you?
As much as he could. They were divorced when I was 4.
Aha.
Yeah.
And was this traumatic in your life?
I imagine.
Did you see your father with other women?
Yeah.
Did you see your mother
remarried?
Did you see your mother date other men?
Oh, yeah. She got remarried, too.
That was hard for you, I bet. Wasn't it weird to suddenly see your mother sleeping with a new guy?
I never saw her sleep with him. I saw her sleep on him.
On him?
Yeah,
on top of him?
On top of him.
Use him like a bed?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's right. So it was a happy childhood?
No.
It was not?
No.
Why were you sad?
I can't discuss it.
Why?
It's because there's still brothers and sisters who are alive and wouldn't want me to get into it.
You mean your brother? How many brothers?
An only child, yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
He tries to make it that way.
Yeah.
No.
He's a true narcissist. He only remembers
That's right.
himself.
That's right.
What were you molested as a child?
No.
Okay, so in other words, you didn't get along with your brothers and sisters.
Oh no, I love my brother and sisters.
But there was something.
No, it was kind of an abusive situation, and the stepfather and my mother, they had issues, and
so your mother being hit.
I've seen that. Yeah.
You have seen that.
Yeah.
Did you have to stand up to this guy, or do you still blame yourself? You were too little, too young. How could you stand up to a grown man?
Oh, I did stand up to him.
You did?
Yeah.
You went up to him and said, "Listen."
No, I blew him. I went up and blew him.
You blew him. You gave your stepfather.
I was very short. I was, like 4 feet, and the guy was 6.
You blew your own stepfather.
If he's shooting my mother to blow you.
But that particular thing, that was the pleasant part of my
childhood. And by blowing your stepfather, that kept the heat off your mother.
Well, it certainly kept him from my mother for that brief period of time. Yeah.
So you make a joke about this, but there really was abuse going on that you saw.
I don't want to get. Yeah. So the way I saw it, children see things differently, and the way I saw it, and the way I remember it, it was.
I understand why you would blow your stepfather because how could he hurt your mother if you were giving him a blowjob?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And did you swallow this?
I did.
You did. Okay.
I did.
Right. So let me understand.
It's a bright
something.
kid.
So how do you, at such a young age, all of a sudden, you're a smart guy.
Yeah.
That's a perfect deflection. I never thought of that.
Yeah, very few kids come up with that one.
Every time I try to hit her, the kid blows me.
I never thought to blow my dad when he was mad at my mother.
Yeah, I didn't want to get slapped around. I blew him.
Calms the guy right down, doesn't it?
Wow. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
So when you would do those National Lampoon albums, how did you even become one of the guys who gets to be on a National Lampoon album? Those are some of the funniest things ever, right? You wrote some of those things?
Yeah.
How do you get to
I had
that
great,
group?
and I had great talent with me. I had Chris Guest.
Right. But how do you get in on that?
They came to me. Doug Kenny and Doug Kenny and Henry Beard, who founded the Lampoon after being at Harvard too long with the Lampoon.
But you didn't go to Harvard.
No, I wasn't at Harvard. I was in New York doing writing, basically, and I was getting a reputation for writing funny stuff. I was writing for Mad at the time. And
you
also,
wrote for Mad magazine.
Yeah, I wrote for Mad.
Is
I wrote
that
for
the
Alan
greatest?
King.
You wrote one-liners for
confusing.
Alan King?
It was confusing.
Do you remember?
I wrote monologues. I actually wrote a good part of one of his shows that won us a number of awards.
I always felt Alan King was one of the most brilliant stand-up comics. When I was a kid. Yeah, I loved his work, and I always thought he was quite right on.
He had a rhythm, that's for sure. He wasn't the most articulate guy.
Right.
And so writing his monologue...
and could you make money doing that?
Yeah, it's Writers Guild money. It's what it is.
Well, and how do you get that kind of work? You just meet Alan King somewhere?
You get. It started off when I was in college writing, and then I come out of that, and I did Channel 1 television, underground television, Groove Tube.
Right.
Got a name there, and then began. Mad was, in fact, it was the 15th anniversary of Mad and Playboy. Playboy had clearly surpassed Mad in terms of its audience. And Mad wanted to, at the time, Jerry DiFuccio and Bill Gaines and those guys wanted to make Mad magazine go a little further than the 13-year-olds. So they came to me and said, we're trying to pull in the 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Can you write stuff? And I
what
wrote
an honor.
Scenes like we like, scenes you like to see. And
Mad. Oh, you wrote those?
Yeah.
Wow, Mad Magazine to me, that was the mecca for me.
Really?
Yeah, I worshiped Mad Magazine. One of my cousins had drawn some covers for them, and it was like...
You didn't like sunbathing?
No. All that mattered to me was Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
You've seen me. Do I look like I've been in the sun?
No. No, I mean the magazine. There was a magazine called Sunbathing.
No.
Before Playboy.
No. You mean nudist magazine?
Yeah.
I found
everything airbrushed out.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, great.
Mad Magazine to me is the pinnacle. At that time, I mean, in fact, they put me on their cover. I think it's the one thing I have hanging in my office.
Yeah,
it's the cover of Mad Magazine that I would make that. That to me is a great honor.
I was on the back. I did the back cover. I have that in my house. Yeah, it's funny because Mad. I mean, when I was doing that, and Doug and Henry called me over to the Lampoon. They were offering something like $100 a page, but a page was like 10,000 words,
right.
of tough, good writing.
Yes.
Mad was like 8 frames, cartoon, and you do a few balloons, and that's it, and $200 a page.
Right, but
so I said no to Doug and Henry.
But it's a lot of pressure to come up with those things. It's not an easy job, right?
It depends on.
Did it come easily to you?
It's not hard for you to do, what you do. We've talked about these things. I mean, this is something comes natural to you. You're very good at it. And for me, it sort of came naturally, too. So it wasn't that difficult for me.
Be serious with me for 1 second, though. When you talk about abuse in your childhood, because I want to understand Chevy Chase, your parents would lock you in a closet for hours on end. Is that true? I've read that.
No, not for hours on end.
And then they would take you out and then beat you. Is that true?
No.
Boy,
they take me out and beat me off.
No, be honest. I'm being serious now. You were the victim of abuse.
By any standard you see now, I think it might be called somewhat abusive. In my life, and for me emotionally, it was.
You were locked in a closet.
On many occasions I was, but I was also a bad kid on occasions.
Wait a second. What did you do that was so bad that would cause you to be locked in a closet? Would you ever lock one of your kids in a closet? Would you ever lock one of your kids in a cellar for any reason? Okay. So why were you locked in a cellar?
Jesus, you just reminded me. I got the key with me.
It's one of the kids.
Oh, I left. Oh my God, Emily's in. Well, okay, yeah.
So, do you think?
Need to make a call?
I'll get it afterward.
You never did that stuff. If you did that, Janie would beat you over the head with a stick. The fact of the matter is,
she does anyway.
I see you're under a tight fist.
Yeah.
But you were treated in a way like a dog. You were locked in a basement. And really, that had to have a profound psychological effect. What was the reason that your mother and stepfather would lock you in a closet? I'm being serious. What is something you'd be locked up for? I can't imagine you were a bad kid.
It's not just a closet. I mean, try the cellar for a week.
A week?
A week?
Yeah, with a pitcher to pee in and a mattress to sleep on. I mean, my stepfather was a very humorless
tyrant
guy who was also a flight surgeon on the Wasp during the Second World War. Had seen a lot of blood and guts.
Right.
He was from a very religious background, the 10th of a kid or something like that, or maybe the 6th, I don't know, with a bunch of older sisters, very poor. He just had... And he was a psychoanalyst, believe it or not.
Wow.
And yet he was physically abusive and violent. And
you say you were locked in a basement for a week at a time?
Once.
Yeah. What went through you? How old were you?
I think about 13, 14.
What does that do to you? I mean, what the hell? I mean, do you say to yourself, how could my mother allow this to go on?
No, only later you go, I don't know, what gave him the right? I mean, I have a real father, he's, albeit living a few blocks away with his new family, but
how come he doesn't know?
This guy's not my father, and why?
Why
but that comes on later. At the time, I'm living with my mom and my stepfather.
What did you do down in the basement for a week?
Yes.
No, really. What do you do? What do you do with yourself?
Well,
That's like
I was
being
given
in
my books and told to do my homework. And
were you not?
Were you let out to go to school, or was this during
No.
the summer?
I was suspended actually at the time.
You were suspended from school?
Yeah.
Is that the offense? That's why you went down?
I believe that was it, if I can remember correctly, that I was suspended during that week.
What were you suspended for?
pulling a knife on a guy.
Pulling a knife. So you clearly had a lot of anger.
Yeah, at this guy, he was always beating me up, so I took a knife in.
And that stopped him from beating you up?
Yeah, I just sort of finished
Did you explain to your stepfather, the military guy, that,
no.
listen...
He would do things, here's the thing. If you're a kid and you're late for dinner, and this upsets the way the household is run,
right?
You're in trouble.
Right.
Now, if you are even later because you're afraid to go back as it gets later because you know you'll be in more trouble,
yes,
meaning maybe a couple of slaps here and there, you stay out later. You know, this is the way a child's mind is working, a kid.
Right.
And so there were many occasions where I would be sort of scared of going back too late or whatever and stay out further. These kinds of things disrupted my stepfather's vision
of the perfect family.
Yeah.
What would you tell your real father? Would you say to him, Dad, I've just been locked in a basement, or you couldn't even go to him? It was just like, I have to keep this all to myself.
I don't remember I don't remember it being unusual. In other words, at the time,
did you cry?
He knew that she was sure.
You cried?
Yeah,
of course.
But I mean, at the time, my father knew that my mother was a little bit nuts. He didn't like the guy that she had married. But he had his own family, and he made every effort to raise me and my brother with as best he could.
Right.
Aside from the family that he now had with two my half sisters, but so he was the funniest man who ever lived, really funny man, and a wonderful dad, the best he could be under the circumstances. I don't remember ever telling him, well, this guy did that, because it felt like that's not his bailiwick. I mean, it's not. Well, I just never remember going, Dad, you got to take care of my stepfather.
Well, not take care, but say, Dad, I'm in trouble here. I got a guy locking me in a basement for a week.
Yeah, but
was the kind of guy you
got to remember these people who are now deceased, 90 and 86. I mean, they were around through. They were that greatest generation.
Excuses. Your mom would walk in the middle of the night and slap you while you were sleeping.
Yes, that's true.
Now, why would she do something to wake you up to slap you?
I think she had a disorder.
You do?
Oh, serious, yeah.
A disorder where she was driven to a compulsion to smack you?
Oh, yeah.
And why you? Was it the other brothers and sisters?
She had a
or just
severe
you?
problem with her temper and irrationality, and she was somewhat violent.
Do you ever discuss
She was
this?
Also, by the way, extremely intelligent and beautiful and fun on occasion. So
would she apologize the next day? Would she reference
No.
it? She never discussed it with you?
Yes, we did discuss it in my 20s.
You're sound asleep, and she smacked you in the head.
No, across the face.
Across
bam,
the
bam, 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 bam.
Oh, a lot of times.
A lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Holy mackerel.
But a lot of times, when a kid gets out of a situation like that and goes to visit the other parent, they just want to have a good day. You might not bring it up simply because you want to enjoy whatever time you have with your dad.
Well, quite frankly, this is a tough area to share with you. But, when you're a somewhat immature kid like I was, for obvious reasons, you harbor guilt, shame. You're not sure why you're bad or what's wrong with you or why you're being treated this way. And there's no real way to adjust to then seeing your father and say rationally to yourself, well, now I just want to enjoy myself.
Who knows what's operating there?
Yeah,
There's a lot. I mean, if my
lived
mother
in
woke
fear.
me, if my mother woke me up smacking me in the middle of the night in the face,
and if you never knew when it was going to happen, that's the real thing.
And there's no rhyme or reason for
it. That's what there might well be in her mind, but certainly in mine, I wouldn't understand or why.
Yeah, I mean, and yet, as an adult, you had a perfectly normal relationship with your mom and were able to get along with her and all this.
Somewhat, yeah. Yes.
Was there a time of rebellion? I mean, where you just said, "Fuck them, I'm never going to talk to them again"?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, but that didn't last. But I did run away for a period of time.
When you would get angry later on, you're becoming really famous. You're doing movies. You're doing everything. And let's say you got angry with people on the set. Do you ever think you got overly angry because you still never resolved all this stuff that happened in your childhood?
No.
You don't think that had anything to do with it?
I never got overly angry.
You didn't?
You didn't have issues with anger.
No, in fact, even as a young kid, I knew in my heart that this is wrong. That you don't behave this way.
I thought you and Bill Murray were always at each other's throats. True or false?
Not always.
Not always, but a lot of times, right?
Once, yeah.
What happened?
Once.
What happened between you and Bill Murray? On the set of Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
What happened?
I went to host
in
1978 or something.
Okay.
Bill had been my replacement when I left.
Right.
And I didn't know him well, but I knew him.
Right.
Very funny.
Extremely, yeah.
And a tough kid from Chicago who probably thought I was from,
Harvard.
Harvard, and had never had a fight.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's not true.
Right.
But
unfortunately for him, it was not true. Right.
Well, it didn't really get to the point where one person, I don't think. To this day, Bill and I never really landed a blow on each other.
But you were
But
upset.
it wasn't kind of... here's what happened. I went to the show. I found out later from Lauren that John, who had known for years...
John Belushi.
Even before SNL. Right. Had been quite kind of jealous about my rise to fame, and maybe for good reason. The fact is that John was brilliant, and by any real standard, he should have been the big star. But there are things that happen. My name is said every week. Nobody can spell his name.
Right.
I'm tall.
It was legendarily known that Belushi was sort of the star in the group.
Yeah.
And then you...
Danny was actually the real
what a brilliant
genius.
guy.
He was the resident genius.
And all of a sudden, Chevy did the Weekend Update. Whatever
and
the
he
reason,
blew up,
you charmed the American public.
Yeah.
You got all
for
the
whatever
articles.
reason.
You became the face of Saturday Night Live.
Okay,
And
so
there was
apparently
jealousy.
this ate a little bit at John, enough so that, as I found out later, John had said things to Bill about me when I'd been on the show that simply hadn't occurred or existed. Everybody knew that.
Right.
But I didn't realize he had said these things. So he'd already worked Bill up a little bit.
Right.
And I went in, I was probably a little full of myself after a year of fame or whatever. And in the sense that I think that Billy probably wanted to knock me down a couple of rungs,
Right.
And also, Billy had a habit at the time. I don't know what he's like now, but he had a habit of getting into fights with people. He liked it.
Right.
And I think he wanted to take me on. And basically, words were said just before the show.
Oh,
I was supposed to go out in the makeup room, and he got
That
me.
makes it easy.
He got me really pissed, and I went to
What
his
did he say
dressing
to you?
room.
Do you remember what he said?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
What did he say?
No, I can't.
Come on.
No.
Share.
No.
Share.
Share who?
No.
Share it. Sonny and Share.
Share Bono.
Go ahead.
No. So in any case, I mean, it's just not worth it. He's an older guy now, and I think he's a little more mature than that. And
I don't know
think
about
I
that.
am too.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I don't think you're that mature either.
I'm not
You've
either.
matured.
Clearly,
But
you're
anyway,
immature.
yeah. But anyway, the words were said, and I finally went to his dressing room just before the show and said, and opened the door and said, if you say something like that again, I'm gonna. Whatever. And John was there. They were both sitting back in the car. And I realized in that instant it was John, because he gave me a look. It was, here's the total instigator is John.
Right.
Which is kind of funny, really.
Yeah. He was enjoying seeing the fruits of his labor.
Yes.
He had
I
laid
think
the
so.
groundwork.
But
and
maybe
here it
a little
was.
guilty, too, because what happened was Billy jumped up from this couch they were sitting on, lounging on, and charged me at the door. And I immediately got into a fight stance, which is, I boxed a lot, and I didn't. So I had no problem with fights. I was ready to level him, and he was probably ready to scratch me up. And at the same time, John rushed to the door. And John's like 5'7", 9, 10. Billy's like 6 feet 6'1".
Right.
I'm like 6'3" and a half at the time.
Right.
And John puts his hands on the door to block it off. And as I remember, I might have thrown a glancing punch off to his forehead.
Wow.
And Billy, I think, might have hit him in the back of the head. So John was the one.
John broke it up.
John broke his head up. I mean, no. Yeah, basically. And then also Brian Doyle Murray, who's Billy's older brother, came behind me and grabbed my arms to stop me.
Oh, great.
And
so Bill can hit
and
you.
he was strong as hell, Brian. He was very a short guy, but these guys had obviously been in a few rumbles.
So you're not close with Bill Murray even to this day?
Well, we've never been close, but we've been very friendly. We played golf together.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I can't play for crap. I don't like golf. Billy is a golf maven.
Right.
He really knows
You
it.
play because it's a social thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone invites you, you'll go.
Yeah, and I think we've made an effort over the years to get to know each other better and to put that stuff behind
Do
us.
people expect you to be a great golfer because of the movie Caddyshack?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were in Caddyshack, too. They probably had to pay you a boatload of money to appear in Caddyshack, too.
As I remembered, it was about a week of work and about $800,000 at the time.
Right.
So
a week of work.
Yeah.
800 grand.
Yeah.
And that's when
I think
800
that was
grand
it.
was 800 grand.
Yeah.
You know, if the fight with Bill Murray had ever gotten really bad, would you have resorted to your old trick of blowing him, you think?
I actually, the funny thing is that there was a party in L.A. afterward. And this is in L.A. later, like a few weeks later, and I'm in L.A. and somebody says Bill Murray's here. He's at the party, and I stormed from the backyard around the pool right toward Bill, who was in this room.
Oh God!
And he could see me coming, and I was coming fast, and he kind of gave me a look. He was a little bit nervous, and I got in there, and people were watching, and as I sort of let the door close, I hit my knees and went down and started unzipping his pants. And he started laughing. I think that was really...
It's an old martial arts trick.
Yeah, so, it's a great... Yeah, it's a little jiu-jitsu, a little karopi, a little... whatever.
You know,
$800,000 for cat... You were going to say?
I was going to say, first of all, that story is amazing. The only thing that would make it better is if Belushi was in the samurai uniform and you guys were all ready for... But knowing that backstory about him and Bill Murray, they're both in Caddyshack together. And one of the best scenes...
Oh, I had to watch out for Bill there. I was always worried I'd get hit in the back of the head by something. Because he's that way.
You improvised that scene, right? That's an amazing story. It's one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
And
Harold Ramis was the director. And it was his first movie. I remember Harold going, cut. Action. It was first for him, and one of my first, and Billy's first. And we didn't have a scene with me and Bill really that mattered. So we I think sat at lunch during one shooting day and just sort of figured out what the scene would be.
Wow.
And then kind of improvised. I didn't know that Bill was going to come at me with the wine and the joint back and forth. So we just made stuff up. He said, you have got a pool. You have a pool, don't you? And I said, yeah, we got a pool and a pond. Pond would be good for you. Stuff like that.
That's one of the biggest quotes in the movie, and you made that up.
Yeah, right there. And he said, where do you live again? 2. You don't want to give him the whole number.
And he's like, you over there on Briar?
Trying to keep him away. It's Carl, that guy,
Maybe, Bill, also the weird thing between you and Bill Murray was that, you left Saturday Night Live after a year, and you've even said you regret having left so early. It would have been fun to be there for a couple of years and enjoy it, and you left and that kind of thing, and it was a confusing time for you. You left because you loved a woman and all of that.
Yeah.
And then Bill Murray came in, and I bet you it was hard for you to turn on the TV and watch all those guys doing their thing.
I never did.
You never did. You never looked back.
I was busy.
You never watched the show.
No.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You never would be curious and say, I wonder what happened with the show and how those guys...
Well, on occasion I would see something, but they would rerun things and stuff, and I would see, cheeseburger, stuff like that.
Right.
I don't remember the whole sketches or anything.
Did you become sort of like, oh, that's not funny, cheeseburger?
No. I saw Bill, I think, singing in the shower or something. I thought, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Bill was funny on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
He was good.
I mean, what makes Bill great and funny...
It was hard to follow.
...is his danger.
Yes.
And that's a reality in his life too. Right. So when you're going to do a scene with Bill on the golf course, and you may have had a little thing a few years earlier, you better watch out. You might be hit with a club when you're not because he's that funny. Right. But it's not so funny to get like a big gash in the back of your head. So it's a very kind of funny situation with the two of us. I really enjoyed working with him. I think that the danger in his humor. He has to stick with that and take the other danger out of his life.
I think it's a miracle that you've been able to have a successful marriage, you and Janie.
Yeah.
Because really, when I think back, I got into this with you on the phone one time about all of the women in your life. I mean, more famous you couldn't be than you. And there were lots of women. You're a young, good-looking guy, funny guy in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the stories your penis can tell.
Ooh.
I mean, it's really, really something.
Would you like it to start talking?
Could you make your penis talk right now?
Well, I would, but this really a small studio.
One other question. Do you ever tell your own kids about what your childhood was like? Do you open up to them about your mother smacking you in the head? Do you ever open up and say you do?
But again, I try to be a little more fair-minded than even a biography might be, which is to try to give both sides. I've always tried to understand why my mom was that way. What made my stepfather go over the top like that? What kind of battle fatigue had he suffered during the war?
But doesn't it make your kids feel really bad for you? I mean, in a way,
no.
Isn't it something?
Your,
no, because
I walked
my
5
relationship.
miles to school with no shoes.
I'm sorry.
Is that your I walked 5 miles to school with no shoes story for your kids? So that they
I have no idea what you mean.
What's her name? That's Robin.
Robin, hi. How are you?
There.
Why don't you just move the controls?
By the way, I should introduce you. Do you know Artie at all? Have you ever met him?
Artie. Yeah. How are you? Nice to meet you, Chevy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Chevy, here's the funny thing.
Sorry. I stepped on my ears.
Chevy.
It's nice to meet you.
Chevy, here's the funny thing. You worked with him in a film for 3 days.
No, for a week, actually.
A week, actually, yeah.
Artie Lang. What was that movie? What did we do? Seriously.
Dirty Work. Norm Macdonald.
Oh, yeah. Boy, that
up in Toronto.
But you remember how great that script was?
Yes, it was.
And then they wanted. I said it's a PG-31. I didn't know.
Right.
But then they wanted their PG-13, and so all the great stuff. There was a great scene in there.
They edited out?
That made me want to do the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
But let me ask you about movies.
Do you know about the scene?
No, I don't. What was the scene?
It was the donut scene.
Yeah, the donut scene. Yeah. We did a thing where me and Norm, we actually shot that scene and they didn't put it in.
Oh, you did shoot it?
We shot it, yeah. Me and Norm get beat up by these frat boys, and to get back
like football
at
guys, right?
Yeah, like football guys, like frat boys at college. And to get back at them, we send them a bunch of donuts,
right?
And they eat all the donuts, and then underneath the donuts in the tray is a picture of me and Norm with all the donuts on our cocks.
That's good.
That's a funny.
And we shot that bit. That we shot that, and then and again to Chevy's credit, he knows the business. He begged Norm. I was in the trailer, and he begged Norm because the MGM guys were there.
Right.
And they were not the brightest guys, I hate to say.
I'll say.
Yeah, but and Chevy said to him, Norm, whatever you do, they're going to try to make this PG-13. This movie's hilarious. It's one of the funniest scripts I've ever read. It's going to make political correctness turn on its side. It's rated R.
But don't edit
Don't fucking let them. And he said, they're going to come at you. He goes, whatever you do, this is your career. It's important that the movie's funny. If it makes money, whatever. But if it's funny and...
But is it true that
Vacation?
Is it true at all?
Vacation was an R. It was an R-rated movie.
Right.
Right. Is it true?
Exactly, yeah.
That you never know. I mean, you can read a script and then all of a sudden think it's going to be the greatest movie ever.
Yeah.
You never know, right? So you take a crapshoot. You're an actor and you want to work.
Partly. I mean, more now as I'm older. But the fact is, when I was a movie star and coming out with #1 movies and stuff, I'd have a lot more control. Just as I'm sure Bob Downey or anybody else does now. The control over the director, over the writing. What they call. Control.
Yeah. But power. But you never know because it's such a collaboration.
No, when all is said and done, the distributor, the Warner Brothers, or whoever it may have, with many of these films are Warner Brothers, they are going to make the decisions based on polling and based on the screenings that they do. It's all kind of stupid, but we got to take that line out because it shows that women from between 35 and 40.
It's too much.
It's all that crap.
Who are your friends now? Did you remain friendly with anyone from Saturday Night Live, or were there just?
Oh, absolutely.
You did.
Yeah.
Were you close with Belushi and Aykroyd even afterwards?
Yeah. Danny and I are very close.
Are you still close?
You see him now.
You get together socially?
Oh, sure.
You do.
Yeah.
And you're always friends with Lorne.
And Lorne, Lorne's wonderful.
Spies Like Us, him and Danny. That's one of the most underrated movies ever.
Movie. Yeah. Gilda Radner, she was a friend too.
Oh,
right?
wonderful kid.
She were close with everyone.
Oh, sure.
Why do I have this feeling you didn't get along with these guys? I thought that there was too much. Like they were pissed off at you for leaving Saturday Night Live. You could have hurt the show by leaving. I thought there was all this bad blood, and they were angry with you, and they were all your friends, and you turned your back.
I think honestly, if you were to ask. Anybody who's left? Right. I mean, John and Gilda, God rest their souls. But and they would say the same. I think if you talk to Jane or Lorraine or whoever's, Dan, they'd tell you that year, that first year that I was there, was extremely close, friendly. I was never a hard guy to work with or anything like that. I never took myself seriously when it came to me getting more famous. It's later on. That stuff gets into you, and you keep thinking, I have the perspective. I'm old enough to know not to be a different person.
Right.
But you may not notice that you're a little bit more self-aggrandizing or whatever.
Right.
These things are seen by people like John or whatever as something else. I don't know. But the fact is, during the time I was there. it was just a very, very close-knit group, and I did a lot of the writing. I was hired as the head writer at the beginning.
Right.
It changed around with Michael Donahue and others, but basically I did everything I could to write people into Update, for instance. If Lorraine didn't have a big part, I'd write her in a remote at the Blaine Hotel.
You weren't
I'd
selfish
put
that
Garrett
way.
in there.
You were happy to
Yes,
include...
and the whole cast was happy.
Right.
I mean, Garrett would tell you that too. And so there was never... That's why it took me by surprise coming back and hearing that John had told stories. I didn't know what he could have told.
You were shocked.
Yeah.
And because now people I know who work on Saturday Night Live say everybody writes their own material. Nobody shares with anybody. It's like a cutthroat kind
is that
of
right?
thing. Yeah. And so it was a different way back then. It was like you guys were all collaborators.
There were so few of us.
Right.
When
But if you wrote something good, you might even say, gee, this isn't right for me. It's right for someone else.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
I
That's
wrote
very
for
generous.
everybody else a lot.
And it came off on screen. It was like magical at first.
I wrote Jaws 2,
right,
which was the land shark concept.
And you gave that.
And I thought, I mean, John does a great Richard Dreyfuss. Danny's great in anything.
Right.
Jane's great for or Gilda being at home listening to the radio about the shark.
Right.
And I'll do the shark. Because I can do this guy who goes, Mrs. Allen, and, the shark. The concept was the shark's really intelligent. He's a land shark, but really not a hell of a lot brighter than the people who open the door, and they're not real bright. Nobody's really bright in any of this.
Right.
So if he says, flowers, man? I'm not expecting any flowers. And there'd be a little pause, and I'd go, your car's double parked. Anything. And, in that case, they open the door. Like, that'll make you open the door.
You conceived that script sitting in a room by yourself.
Yeah.
In other words, you're sitting around, what could be funny? Jaws was popular. I'm going to write it.
I liked the character of the shark, too. I think I want to do that voice, the sharks can talk, that he can talk.
And would you sketch this by hand, or would you type it on the type? You would write it out by hand. Type it out.
Yeah, I have the original typed thing in my house, actually.
Do you hang that on a wall?
With whiteout and stuff. No, it's in a pamphlet or something. I don't know. It's in my office somewhere.
It's exciting. I mean, and then you would hand it in, and then they would cast the thing, and then you'd see it on TV that week. It was instant gratification. That had to be fun. Yeah, that's good. Not like making a movie. When you went out to Hollywood, the first movie was Goldie Hawn, right?
Yeah.
Foul play.
And
right?
you two never became lovers?
Oh, we did.
Oh, you did?
During that film, we kind of fell in love a little bit.
Oh, my God.
I thought there was incredible chemistry.
No, we were young, yeah.
Chevy, the Goldie Hawn in her day, I'm talking about in her prime.
Yeah.
No hotter chick on the planet.
Wonderful.
Oh, my God.
Beautiful
what
and
how
smart.
funny.
And still, to this day, beautiful and smart. What a terrific girl.
The kid who got smacked in his head, locked in a basement for a week at a time, all of a sudden is in Hollywood. How old were you at that point? 20...
Oh, 38.
No,
I don't know.
24?
No, 32.
32 at that point?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're in Hollywood. You're starring opposite Goldie Hawn, who's a huge star.
I had two choices.
Yeah.
I wasn't making a movie. I wasn't doing anything.
Right.
And I was given the script for Animal House and for Foul Play.
They wanted you to play Otter, right? In Animal House? Yeah.
I read it. I thought it was very funny, but I'd already lived it, basically. I went to college. I went, it was the kind of stuff that I think John would do well. That it just wasn't my cup of tea. I wanted, and the
no
other thing was,
regrets not being in Animal House?
No. Except it would have been a lot more money.
Well, Animal House was an ensemble. Foul Play was your chance to be sort of like a Cary Grant type
It was
guy.
more, if I can get to work with Goldie Hawn,
right?
Why should I work with John again?
When you show up on the set, I get that.
Yeah.
And now Goldie Hawn's your co-star. At that point, are you nervous? I mean, you've done a lot of work already, but you were not nervous.
No.
And you felt comfortable in front of a camera, being in a movie for the first time. First major.
Yeah,
film.
I never felt any of that uncomfortable.
Nervousness.
No
discomfort.
No.
And so the two of you meet, and how quickly do you become lovers?
Well, we knew we really loved each other in some way.
Right.
But we didn't actually consummate any of that until the end of the movie.
No kidding. So it becomes this one big flirtation.
In fact, the movie would probably show you that sort of...
The tension.
That almost sexual tension between us.
I tell you, there is no sexier woman in her day than Goldie Hawn. And to enter Goldie Hawn is a great honor for a man's penis. I mean...
let me put it this way.
Let me ask you something. And I want you to be very honest. No ego.
I'm not going to discuss it.
Okay, fair enough. But this you have to tell me. With a woman that hot, can you last a long time?
I didn't tell you I entered her or anything else.
No.
All I told you was
we became in love.
We loved each other. We really did. And to this day, we love each other in many ways. But
why did it break up?
Oh, Kurt and Goldie are like they're a great couple.
Do you become despondent?
We both grew apart from each other.
You don't become despondent over that? You don't become like, oh man, that's such a great piece of ass. Or was she a pain in the ass in a sense? Is it hard to date a woman that famous?
No, there was no problem that way. It's just that I was not inclined at that point to be only with one person, and I'm not sure that Goldie was, for that matter.
Oh man, I can't even imagine what went on in there. Was she wild, or was she very conservative?
In what sense?
You know what sense I'm talking about. We're men.
I have no idea what you mean.
We are men. You've blown men.
I blew Kurt.
They became lovers.
All right, listen to me.
Kurt was better.
But you know what's amazing? You think about the shit movies that are out nowadays. Like back in that time of the 70s, you got two scripts like Foul Play and Animal House floating around. You got guys like Chevy Chase, Belushi, and that's just what an insane time for entertainment. And
as a fan, I was in heaven. I mean, you saw some great films. I mean, we still watch those films.
No, you're being too nice now.
No, but
let's go back to 6 years ago or whatever it was.
Go back to blowing that guy.
The frustrating part about Dirty Work was it's amazing. Like I was there when you were giving Norm that soliloquy, and every single thing you said started to come true. I said to Norm, and even Norm would say, Chevy's ringing in my ears. The studio, they were going to release it in February, which, away from everything else. And
the producer had to have known this, too.
I know. The producer, this guy, Bob Simons, who's a successful guy, he sort of strung people along, and then right away, everything started changing. He goes, well, we're thinking about a PG-13. It's only a few jokes. And then Norm was powerless. And then all of a sudden, it was a June 5th release opposite Godzilla and The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. Now it's PG-13. It just got lost.
Well, the whole point of the script and the movie was that it was so far over the top.
Right.
Chevy, did you move in with Goldie Hawn?
It was like the aristocrat joke.
Chevy,
right.
Yeah. Did you move in with Goldie Hawn to her house?
No.
You did not?
No.
You lived separately?
Oh, yes.
But you'd go over there and hang out?
On occasion.
Oh, boy. What went on there?
A lot of dogs, animals, kids, normal, regular
Was
stuff.
it weird that she had the kids around and you were doing her?
Oh, I wasn't. Certainly not with the kids around anyway.
Was she your most famous conquest?
It wasn't a conquest.
Are you Kate Hudson's father?
I'm her lover.
You're her lover.
If he was her father, Kate Hudson would be much funnier.
Let me tell you about. Let me tell you about this. The 5th annual Chevy Chase Green School Auction. What this is you put this together with your wife.
Yeah.
This is a charity thing. What does your charity do? First of all,
well, Janie began the Center for Environmental Education 20-some years ago, and she's always been an environmentalist, and she's a really good one. In this particular year, this auction, we're more or less concentrating on greening schools from soup to nuts. And basically, this is going to be about a diet for children and schools, but also the schools themselves will be environmentally. So, you're going to a school that's made of arugula and spinach, and then when lunch comes along, you eat the walls. What?
Right.
I don't know.
What you're saying is the greening of the school means that a lot of toxic chemicals are used. Even the janitorial staff,
that's correct.
They take it and they make it a safe environment for kids, and they concentrate.
And I
on
get
getting
the toxic chemicals,
and they get kids getting healthy. Right? Is that it?
Yes.
It's a big undertaking.
Yes, it's big, and right now I think Janie's concentrating on some 5 model kind of schools.
Right.
But this is a movement that's taking place in many areas. In San Francisco already, Gavin Newsom is working on that stuff. There are many people who are concentrating on this, but it's got to be, we need the dough.
Right. You need money to do these things.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you have this auction every year, and since you have so many fancy friends, you get some really good stuff.
Well, who's a fancy friend? You.
Yes.
I mean, I can't tell you how much it means that you and I became good friends.
Yes, I'm happy about it.
You're a terrific guy. People might not know that by hearing you on the radio. They might think, well, he's a fucking filthy mouth, fucking ass fuck. But in fact, when I'm
that's exactly what people say.
I know.
Not verbatim.
You know what won me over?
When I meet Howard outside of this,
when you blew me at that party, that was the best. That won me over. When you just came down on your knees, just like you did with Bill Murray.
That was a tough one, man. Because usually the guy's hard.
I was very
okay.
He rushed you at a party, too.
I was so glad to reconcile with that. I didn't even know you. I mean, I was so thrilled that when we
When was that? We did meet a few years ago, and
you met
we were
me
talking
at a
about our
hotel.
kids.
You met me at a hotel. My kids were with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I am so glad because you are terrific, and you are one of the funniest guys on the planet. And
He was saying the other day that, I don't know how I could have been so upset with him. I always liked him.
I know. So let me tell you about some of the things you're auctioning off.
Yes.
Okay. One of the things is a day in the studio with us and the gang. Which, by the way, I'm very proud of this. Last year, it raised a lot of money for charity, hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Guy paid a lot of money.
It was the biggest.
It was the biggest. It beat having lunch with Bill Clinton.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
And the Cameron Diaz thing.
And the Cameron Diaz thing.
Yeah.
But you do have some other good things on here, and I'll tell people where they can go to bid on these things. Let's see. I'll mention a couple. This I like. Day on the set with Robert Downey Jr. on Iron Man 2.
Ooh.
Spend a day in his trailer and on set in California. That's good.
Poor Robert Downey. He's got to be in the trailer with you?
Let me just tell you about this.
When Chevy was making movies, he never would have done that.
No, let me tell you something.
You were busy with Goldie Hawn. Yes.
Robert Downey and I communicate quite a bit. We are absolute total fans of each other.
Right.
And I think he may well be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, American actor we have.
He's terrific.
Yes.
He's wonderful.
You're absolutely right.
And he's had a great album out a few years back and stuff. But this guy's multi-talented.
Yes.
When he did Chaplin, that really got
brilliant.
me. Because Chaplin, to me, was the most brilliant physical comic that I'd ever seen. And he did him to a T.
Yes.
He's a terrifically nice guy. If anything has ever impaired him, it's only himself.
Right.
And that's a shame because we all have our idiosyncrasies and our problems, but
You've seen a
he's
lot of
straight, and he's working hard to remain that way, and that's, by the way, his private business. I shouldn't be bringing it up.
But wouldn't you agree it would be more fun to hang out on the set with him when he was used to being high in the old days? Now he's
I don't know.
I don't
When
know.
he'd wind up in someone else's home in their bed.
Here's some other things I'll mention.
That was a friend's home run.
A tennis lesson with Chris Everett.
Ooh.
Pool playing with Chevy Chase. Are you good at Amsterdam Billiards?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
Again, Chevy doesn't remember. I shot pool with you for 3 hours at a pool hall in Toronto.
Did I lose?
And no, you won big time. As a matter of fact, and
You owe him money.
I
don't
won
you?
I won $2,000 off.
You
of
owe
Norm.
me money.
I won $2,000 off of Norm playing 9-ball. Chevy took about 500 of it back, but he didn't make me pay because it was Canadian money.
I love that Chevy doesn't even remember the meeting.
Has no idea. And you were doing the funniest shit with the
I
stick.
do remember now.
It's coming back. to
That's
you.
all right. Don't worry about it.
The guy was banging Goldie Hawn. He's not going to remember you. 4 VIP tickets to Mad Money with Jim. When you're masturbating,
I think of Jim Cramer.
No, not Jim. Do you ever think of Goldie? Is she one of the girls in your Rolodex that comes through your mind?
Actually, what I do when I masturbate is I open up my Rolodex. And I
You do, and you
as
masturbate
I
it.
go down the
You don't
list,
think
and
of her-
sometimes I'll hit somebody like Alan Zweibel or Rich Belzer, and bam, I lose it.
It never comes into your mind. Seriously. I mean, I know you love Janie and you had a very successful marriage with her. But there are times when you sit there and go, oh, boy, there was some girls. And then you're alone in the house. The kids are gone. You're
Howard,
nude. You have a glass of wine.
I'm too old for this.
Really? You don't
honestly,
masturbate?
I've been with her for so long, Janie. I've been in love with her for 28 years. And somehow she with me. This is one of those uncommon, luckiest things that can happen in your life, and I hope it happens for you and Beth.
Thank you. The sex life is still going strong?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Would you say over 2 times a week?
I would not tell you, but certainly. More.
Really? Certainly more than 2 times a week?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes 15.
15 times a week.
Yeah,
that's
That's healthy.
Days are long,
That's a healthy sex.
You have
lunch, bam. Then you got things to do in the afternoon. There's cocktail
I'm
hour,
happy
bam.
For you. As a boy,
then you have dinner,
I
bam.
think of the little boy locked in the basement for a week. I think of the little boy being smacked by his mother. In the middle of the sleep.
I think
And
of
I'm
him when I
happy for you.
masturbate.
No, that's what you think about.
No.
Being back in the basement. All right, 4 VIP.
No, but that's where Janie
Do you
and I make love, in the
I
basement.
would say, does Janie ever wake up in the middle of the night and just smack you around?
I like it.
You said to mother me, and then she smacks you in the head?
Yes. Sometimes she diapers me.
4 VIP tickets to Mad Money with Jim Cramer, and you meet and greet with him. These are very, very good.
Well, look at
Tour
some
of
of
the Today Show with Al Roker. A 1-week internship with Donna Karen.
Here's my favorite. I mean, one of them. The 10-day, 9-night Galapagos Island expedition.
Wow.
2 aboard the National Geographic Polaris, our Islander, courtesy of Linda. This thing, we were just up in the Arctic with the National Geographic Endeavor. with Jimmy Carter and Madeleine Albright and these people and scientists, and one of the most spectacular environmental experiences I've ever had. And this Galapagos, you got a,
and that's one of the things they auction off.
Yes.
What about this? A BJ to completion from Chevy Chase, dressed as land shark. What is that going to go for? That's
that says blown by the land shark.
But that's you. You're the land shark.
Yeah, but the teeth.
Well,
job, man.
I mean, you've got a million things on here. You can go on the website. 4 VIP tickets to the Late Show with David Letterman, meet and greet with Paul Schaefer.
Yeah. You got
and I'm sure
VIP
Paul will get
tickets,
high with you.
Jimmy
right?
Buffett.
Would Paul get high with you backstage or anything?
Paul?
Yeah. Would he? He says
no. He wouldn't.
He wouldn't do.
No, he's already too high.
He's too high already. All right. So what else do you have on here? You have. I mean, it's an amazing 2 VIP tickets late night with Conan O'Brien.
Well, you know, if you go on online to charitybuzz.com,
okay,
and you'll see all of these lots,
including
and there are things that are not particularly expensive, like a sombrero from me from Three Amigos, that kind of stuff.
Three Amigos, a great movie. Huh?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh my God,
those guys are funny.
That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Hey, listen.
You know who you need on this show is Steve. He'd be great on the show.
Well, I was lucky enough to have dinner with Steve Martin.
You were.
We went to dinner.
Good.
We've gone.
Can you imagine him on this? Just you wouldn't stand a chance because he's so concerned. You know.
Oh
so,
my God, he is completely opposite than what I thought he would be.
Yeah.
He's
a quiet, introspective, intelligent. What?
No, I told you I would never ask him to be on the show. If he wants to be on,
he could be on. But
he could. Yeah, but he wouldn't. Of course.
Last book he wrote was brilliant, right? Did you read it about his rise to stand-up comedy? How he's
a remarkable guy. I love him. I piss him off a lot. Perhaps because he's such a private guy, and I like to share experiences about him and stuff. So and I'm a little more open in that sense. But whatever, I think we're very good friends.
When you made Three Amigos, was he very serious?
No, we laughed a lot.
You had a good time.
Yeah.
No girls to bang on that set too, unfortunately.
Oh, there was Marty.
Marty, you bang. Yeah, you dress him up
in a wig.
Yeah. He's very feminine. And I tell you this: if you do bid on coming down here to the studio, what I'll let you do is talk to Gary, find out what we're planning for that week or the next couple of weeks, and pick the show you want to be a part of. So if we have a Chevy Chase in here or somebody you want to meet, then you can be part of that show. So we'll let you pick.
And by the way, I'll come anytime you want.
Good, we like that
for that kind of whatever you.
Oh, then you could come do that show.
Yeah, I heard you.
I have. I mean, well, all I'm saying is, this is my first time on this show.
Yeah. And you have no idea who's
I'm having fun.
You're having a good time.
Yeah, I just don't know who this guy is.
You're right.
Marty. Yeah.
Reminiscing with Arnie.
Right. Check out the auction items.
And then the girl who runs the the knobs over there.
Check out the auction items at charitybuzz.com. You'll be quite thrilled, and also you'll be giving to a good cause. And also recently I saw somewhere you were very upset with the choice of Sarah Palin. I did a tirade yesterday on the air.
It was a mistake for me to do one while I'm trying to promote an auction because I lose people.
Right.
But we all have our political views, and sometimes you can't contain yourself. And
you're a Barack Obama guy.
I am Barack Obama.
You are Barack Obama. You write his speeches.
I write everything.
You write everything for him. CharityBuzz.com. Chevy, this was great.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah, you got to come back and see us again.
Artie, it was good to see you again, and Robin.
Can I want to ask you one more question.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
The answer is no.
This is interesting.
You can't have a blowjob.
No, well, maybe later. Doug Kenny, the guy who co-wrote Caddyshack.
Yeah.
And he co-wrote Animal House.
Oh, yeah.
And he
plays
wonderful. Stork in Animal House. People don't realize that.
He was my dearest, deepest friend.
He killed himself, right?
No. In fact,
you were there when
I thought he did. We were in Hawaii, and we'd been together about 6 weeks, going around tennis, and then we went to Hawaii, and we were together. He was just a great guy, very funny.
Harvard Lampoon guy.
Oh yeah, and started the National Lampoon. But when I left, we were on Maui. He got on a boat and went over to Kauai, and the way I now believe it happened is that he went out to this edge of this kind of their Grand Canyon,
right?
And he just misstepped and fell about 50 feet under rocks, and
that was it.
At the time, I thought I knew he was a little depressed because I had just been on the phone with him. I thought maybe he had committed suicide. I just don't think that was the case.
The rumor for years was that Caddyshack, when it came out, was considered a bomb at first. And
Doug was very worried about the Caddyshack not opening up big.
Right.
It was his baby. He produced it. He was ambitious and wanted it to do well. If he were alive today, he'd know how well it did. You know,
but, I mean, it didn't do well in theaters.
Not right away. No.
Right, that's become a cult film. It's become one of those things.
One of those.
Huge.
One of the biggest ever. And there was a rumor that I heard that he had killed himself because of that, and that's completely not true.
Not true. Not true. No.
Get back to the trailer with Goldie Hawn.
All right.
Okay, all right.
I'll be out
we'll do
there
it
now.
another time. All right, listen, say hi to Janie.
I will, and say hi to Beth.
I will, and I thank you for coming on the show, and there's no greater thrill than to have you here now after all those years of stupidity that I got involved with.
Hey, man, I lost my temper, too. Let's get over it.
Yeah, we got over it.
Yeah,
but
we got
anyway,
over
the
it.
great Chevy Chase, what can I say? There's about 10 million more questions that we have to continue this discussion at some point.
Well, let's do it sometime.
We will do it.
Now, won't talk about this auction. We'll just have a
good
friendly
sit-down
show.
chat. That's it. All right. Chevy Chase, everyone. We'll be back right after these words.
Thanks, everybody.
Chevy.
Yes.
How'd the interview go?
What interview? I just came out of the men's room. It was great.
So what do you like about doing Howard's show?
Well, having gotten to know Howard as a human being, I enjoy. I thought he was very good, and I thought the interview went well. I mean, what can I tell you? I like him as a guy. I like him as a person off the air. It was fun. It was nice to be in that studio. It's a great studio, nice people, and how could I complain?
You can't.
There you have it.
How was it seeing Artie again?
Now I remember, that he was on Dirty Work, but he's unshaven, and so I haven't seen him in a long time. So it was just, and I'm 78, so I forgot.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Baldwin, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Not bad, not bad. So what brings you to the show today? How are you?
Well, I thought I would pick up some clothes, pick up some jackets, some ties, some blazers, chat with Howard, get fitted for some shoes. Everything you normally do with Howard, shop. Why do they have the big Black Panther fist as the sign?
That's the new Howard Stern logo.
The Howard Stern logo? Wait, there it is. It's the kind of Munich Olympics Black Power sign. When I think of Howard, I think of racial insensitivity, and that makes sense. So let's see what happens.
Alec Baldwin is here. Let's meet a real celebrity. Alec Baldwin has been in many films. I think he's even in The Departed.
Yes, he is.
Great.
He has done a numerous amount of film work, plays.
One of the best guest hosts
One of the best
Saturday
guest
Night
hosts on
Live.
Saturday Night Live. Everybody loves him. Everybody knows him.
Well, he got dressed up for us this morning.
And he got dressed up for us.
Yeah, baby.
How are you, man?
I'm so good.
Good
Man,
to see
look
you.
at this.
Isn't this nice?
Yeah, baby.
The world of salad. You should do a show on my channel. You should take an hour a month.
I'm going to do
whatever
that.
you want. Hey, whatever.
I'm going to talk to your guy about that today. Hopefully.
Talk about that because you should get on. You've got
You're
a
not
lot
just saying that, are you?
No,
you're not just saying that.
No, I'm saying you would be more interesting. I would listen to a show with you because you've had life experience.
And you've got a lot of opinion.
With love, show business, politics.
Where is she?
She's over there.
I'm hiding.
She's in the aquarium over there. Okay.
We were earlier this morning. We were playing tapes of your brother Stephen with his religious shtick now, and I feel it's a put on in a sense. I mean, I think he thinks he's sincere, but I think it's like a way for him to get himself on the Today Show and sell books.
You think so? Wow.
Do you feel it's sincere?
I do now.
You do?
I think in the beginning he was, I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't say half-hearted, but I think he was unclear as to what it was that he had to put himself into. But now he's full-blown. He has his own ministry.
I saw you in an infomercial.
No.
Or one of those videos.
No, I've never done a commercial. I do voiceovers, but I've never done.
No. I'm talking about for him, talking about his commitment to his beliefs.
No, I did an episode of like a True Hollywood Story or something.
Right.
Like
that was it. Okay.
They did, yeah, that's it. not an infomercial for his tapes.
I know Stephen pretty well.
Yeah, he loves you.
Yeah, he's a good guy,
and he prays for you every day. He told me.
Whatever. You seem like a guy. Really, whenever I've met you, you're delightful. And I'll tell you why. You got a good sense of humor about yourself, about the Baldwin family. I even read somewhere when they put out that film, remember it was Kill the Four Baldwin Brothers. What was it? America.
Team America.
Team America.
Well, the first one, there was a South Park where they killed. We had war with Canada,
right?
And then the Canadians nuked my family.
And you even said to those guys, "I'll do my own voice. You don't."
But that was Team America. They said they were going to have me play the head of FAG, the Film Actors Guild.
Right.
Have you ever seen Team America?
Yeah, I love it.
I never saw Team America ever until it was on cable one night. This summer it was on, and I watched parts. I watched almost all of it, and it really was very funny.
Very funny. And you even
Kim Jong-il I'm working with Kim Jong-il.
Yeah, but
who calls me Eric Barin.
But you have a very good sense of humor. And then I open up the newspaper, and everyone is attacking you, saying that you're going berserk at plays.
People are quitting their jobs because of you.
But let me tell you something that you'll appreciate, which is really the only thing worth saying about this, and you know that too. You know, if you behave a certain way in this business, and the way they describe, like recently with this film I did, where what was interesting was all of the principal people involved in that situation on the film called the Post to refute what they said on the record.
Right.
Not even off the record. That's a fundamental difference. On the record, they said, you don't know what you're talking about, that someone was out to smear me, who was someone who shall remain nameless.
Was it your I was going to say, was it your
someone who was on the film who was fired.
Oh.
But the point, and my ex-wife's lawyers, they were involved in it. Yeah, I got a ticket for Easy Pass. My ex-wife's lawyers are behind that. But but my point is that you know as well as I do that if you behave that way in this business, you don't last.
No,
you don't last.
The
people that are the real nut jobs in this business, they give them a ticket and say go home.
The biggest star in the world, the biggest star in the world for a while when he did the movie MASH was Elliot Gould, and he was such an unbearable ogre on the set that they really drummed him out of show business. They took care of him and said, you're a fucking pain in the ass.
You really
there are
don't
many
last.
people who have that history, but I knew that it was not true about Alec because he worked with Anne Heche and had no problem.
Yeah.
But the other thing,
you're the only one. I was the victim of this recently too.
But the other thing is that it's also, you have to consider the source. It's always the Post. And it's the Post when Johnson is on vacation, because Johnson I made kind of peace with.
Right.
Somebody had me go to have a drink with him, and I sat with him, and he went through a very unpleasant divorce. And he's someone who, if anything comes out about me now, he'll really make an effort to verify that it's true. If you do something wrong, you're going to get smacked, you know?
I had a recent situation where I was really taken over the coals by the newspaper for not showing up at Gary Dell'Abate's father's funeral. And it was because my girlfriend was in the hospital with a broken foot. And I called up and I got pissed. I did get angry. I said, that's not fair to me. I said, I have a close relationship with the guy. I care about him and what he was going through with his father. And you're painting me to be some sort of asshole. Right. And they did print a retraction, which I was glad about. So when I read, and I try to read between the lines, that you're in a Broadway play and you complained that there was no air conditioning, I understood that. I have worked here, and especially at K-Rock where we worked.
With temperature problems.
I am sure there was mold in the air for where we were working. It was filthy dirty. And I had complained many times about the conditions.
But you didn't put your fist through the wall, though.
No. Did you put your fist through a wall?
Yes.
Impressive.
Which was wrong. The important thing is that's wrong to do. I mean, I got really, really upset because the play was something that needed a certain pace and velocity, and I kept having to stop in the middle of the show and wipe the sweat out of my eyes because I was sweating to death. It was horrible.
So you're passionate about your work.
But it was all about the work. And then someone in the cast chose that event to use as an opportunity, A, to quit the show, which she wanted to quit anyway because everybody despised her, and number two, to I guess get some publicity for herself.
I don't understand what's going on with your. You are divorced.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have put in your divorce papers, and clear this up for me, your ex-wife is not allowed to travel 25 miles out of the radius of where you live. In other words, because you share a daughter, it's her responsibility and your responsibility to live close to one another.
But let me just answer that question and mention something that I think is meaningful, and that is, in this book I'm writing, which covers a lot of these things to educate people preemptively about what you might learn when
this
you go
is about divorce you're writing?
Right. Okay. I'm writing a book about, not a memoir about my divorce, but a survey of family law and the pitfalls.
Your divorce is a nightmare, right?
Well, no. I mean, that's much of it's in the past now, but what happens is you have a set of orders. And this is one of the great difficulties, is you have a set of orders. You go to trial where you mediate a set of orders, and you have a set of orders that the judge makes, and these are orders of the court. Everybody must obey them. When you find out that someone hasn't obeyed them, they're in contempt of court, but the court will do nothing about it.
Yeah, what do you do?
They force you to bring the contempt charge. The judge will literally look at you in court in that pathetic, cowardly way that these judges behave, because most judges, not all of them, but most judges in family court are people who, like, they're like one step away from, being a law clerk, I would imagine. They just, they have no sense of what's really going on in the lives of the people that they're adjudicating the cases of. But I don't want to get off on that. The point is that you're there in court, and they look at you and they go, well, yeah, this person violated the orders. You're right. You were entitled to this. You fought for this. You spent untold hundreds of thousands of dollars to earn this. You won it in a trial, and this person denied that right to you. So what do you want us to do about it?
Whoa.
Enforcement is all a la carte. It's all on you. You have to pay. I got to go out and I got to pay a lawyer to bring a contempt citation, because the court will look at you also and say, you maybe really ought to consider bringing a contempt citation, because until you do that, we're not going to take you seriously.
Are you saying
they force you to spend more money?
Are you saying, in other words, they will keep this? You could keep something in litigation forever. If
the system is designed to pump as much money out of your pocket as possible.
Okay,
as long
I believe
as you don't
that.
have two parties who are in agreement.
Well,
If
there
you
are
have
people.
agreeing
There
parties-
are people who divorce and have children, who have sense, and they'll sit there. I mean, I'll have
So,
somebody.
in other words, if you show up at Kim's house and you want to see your daughter, and
I don't do that.
You don't.
I have a schedule.
Okay, so let's say you have the schedule, and for one reason or another, the kid's not there.
If I go there and I have not been instructed as to why the kid is there, let's put it this way: if I'm informed, I shouldn't. Let's not make it particular to me. Any party that has orders for visitation, and if you are informed that the other party is willfully withholding the person, you have a copy of your orders literally in your car that you travel with,
so that you can hand
and
to a
you
police
call
officer.
the police,
Right.
And you have them arrest the person.
Has that happened to you? Have you gone and not seen your child?
There was an event in which my child was withheld from me. It was all in the paper,
right?
And which we called the police.
And what happens when the police show up?
The other party wasn't home. They were gone. They split for the weekend.
But it does look in the paper like Alec is taking legal action against Kim.
I'm enforcing the. See, that's the thing, is that you.
Could she go to jail like this guy went to jail? In other words,
I have no idea. But that's a part of what happened recently, was we had a whole menu of things that we believe were violated, and so we brought this order. See, all I want, you have to understand something. I don't hate my ex-wife.
Right.
I don't.
I believe you.
You get beyond that after a while. You're the animosity and the bad feeling. I mean, I wish her well. I hope she thrives and has a great life.
Hope she meets a new guy and
hope she marries a guy with a big yacht. You know what I mean?
By the way, she hates you, though. You know that. You're a much better man.
Did she come and do the show?
No.
Did she do the show with you?
I just believe it. Something tells me something tells me you're not completely
out of this.
Out of this.
But you know what I was just thinking of? I was thinking of.
I think she's forgotten what I look like.
Of an appearance you made on our show years and years ago, where you talked about pretending to be a vegetarian the first time you met her so that you could impress her.
Yeah.
And
what happened to that?
all those crazy things.
I'm having burgers for breakfast now. No, I'm kidding.
No, I
just had some Jimmy Dean sausages this morning.
Isn't it amazing when now you can't even imagine why you put so much effort into getting that person, right? You live and you learn. It's
but
amazing.
let me ask you a question. You were divorced.
Yes. And I had
and it was simple.
It was very simple.
It was relatively simple. And quiet.
Yes, because there really was no animosity, and we said for the good of the children.
And you gave her one of your $2 billion that you have, so that made it easy. When you got $2 billion and you peel off one, everything's
well, whatever.
copacetic.
I mean, listen, you have a lot of money, and
when
so
you
does
think
Kim.
of it, Alec,
it wasn't a money issue.
Remember when they got together? Kim had bought a town.
Yeah.
And
you're like an archivist here. It's like being at the Library of Congress.
Listen,
and that had gotten her into big trouble financially. And who bailed her out?
Alec.
But here,
he has no money.
You know
left.
that movie.
You
know what I love about you is you're so positive and you're so supportive of your guests, and you are. You're very kind. I feel like somebody.
If she was here, I'd be bad mouthing her. Believe me, it's the truth. You're here, you get the good press.
That no talent slob. That's not very good.
No. Oh, he's an asshole. I agree with you, Ken.
Yeah, major.
Please let me see your ass. She does have a world class ass, though.
You think so?
I could see, yes, absolutely. I mean, I've never seen her naked. But
maybe you could marry her.
Let me tell you
You
something.
would like that.
I saw your ex-wife on a plane. I didn't know it was her.
How long ago?
Quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, God knows what it looks like now. But
this was pre 9/11.
I heard you got out just in time. But the thing is that I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know
I saw you on TV with your girlfriend, though. How old was that 60-minute spot? The one that was just on. So it was a repeat from last year.
Yeah.
The one where your girlfriend says, "My life is his life."
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so lucky. She's such a doll.
She's a great girl.
She's a gorgeous woman.
Great girl.
And her life is all about you.
Well, not really.
Not really?
Yeah, I even said to her afterwards, I could argue that.
She laid it on a little thick there, huh?
Yeah,
I thought so. I have no life. I go where Howard wants me to go.
Well,
I do everything for Howard. I'm like, yeah, sure you do, honey.
You'd like it to stay that way, at least. Sometimes the bloom comes off the rose. But I must say to you, I understand why you got sucked in. You see a beautiful woman like Kim Basinger, successful, all of that. I would get sucked in, but you don't. It's hard to decipher. Is this the real person for me?
Listen, I think people, to me that's boring to me because that's all ancient history.
Right.
But it's just like to me that the important thing is that in this book, it's about alerting people to what is coming for them and how the system. I really don't blame to a degree. I mean, yes, to a degree, I blame individual people who are the litigants because you have to wake up right away and realize if you leave it to them. When you walk into that event, and if you leave it to them to determine, if they sell you on the program, so to speak, you have only yourself to blame. You literally have to fight your own lawyers.
Isn't it the
they'll take you for a joyride.
But isn't it
my lawyer hates my guts.
Shouldn't
because I'm always saying to her, "Don't do that. I wouldn't dream." Because what they want you to do is say, "I'll call the shots."
It doesn't sound like you're that controlling. I mean, you do. I mean, you go out to California 2 times a month. It's not like you're there every friggin' day busting her balls.
You know what part of the problem
I never
is?
speak to her.
That's what I'm saying.
I never have a thing to do with her.
So isn't it incumbent upon her to paint the father as like, listen, he loves you and he's a good guy. We don't get along.
There's a whole listen, to paint a picture of what is really going on there would necessarily mean to diminish someone else. I don't want to get into the details.
No,
of
but
that.
in the simple statement of fact is you have an every other week agreement.
Right. I have my orders, which are my visitation,
and
which is
have
fine.
sometimes had scheduling problems because of work.
But don't you lay
and
awake?
there is no
flexibility.
Right. That's what you're running into.
Don't you lay awake at night sometimes going, I bet you she's painting me to be a shithead to that kid, and that kid's going to grow up hating me. That's got to be.
Forget about my own case. I think that there are people who willfully demean the one parent in front of the child. And
they do.
And that always
have you ever demeaned her to your
daughter? That
always
comes back. Well, that always comes back to haunt you. It's a mistake. But the other thing is that there are people who very subtly they send signals to their children,
right?
Which
Without
are
saying
that
something.
loyalty or affection for the other spouse is forbidden.
Because
you just
I'll
realize
give you an
can't
example.
talk freely.
I'm going to give you an example that I read about for you. Your ex-wife put in a candy wrapper to the kid, thank you for being with me through my ordeal. Therefore, sending the psychological message to your daughter that daddy is causing an ordeal and thank God you're a savior from daddy.
That's a fact.
That someone needs to be saved from
How do you
daddy.
know all this stuff?
Because I research and I know. But that is that would drive me insane.
Well,
doesn't that drive you insane?
There are a lot of things that have been done that are wrong. I mean, they're just wrong. But the bottom line is that to me, this book is about two things. Yes, there are specific individual things you alert people to about the event itself. We have a chapter on how to select a lawyer. Why?
Where is
when you
this
go to
book?
court? It's coming out in the spring.
Okay.
I'm writing it now with my partner. Mediation versus going to court. Custody evaluation is a huge one. When you go in front of a custody evaluator, what's really going on there and what are they assessing and so forth? You think everything is what it is on the surface, and it isn't at all.
Right.
But the other thing is that this book is about the idea that we need to have co-parenting legislation statewide in this state and other states where it is truly innocent until proven guilty. You walk into a courtroom and you are automatically given 50-50 custody of your child until they can prove that you don't deserve
you're a shithead,
that.
right.
Until they can prove you don't deserve. If you live within a certain radius and you maintain a home within a certain radius of the school.
Right.
The
and
child
what
goes
is what are you left with your relationship with children when you have all of these things going on?
Well, I think the other thing is that the biggest enemy of divorced co-parenting legislation, like one that was defeated in Sacramento that we were tracking, this group I work with, the biggest enemy of that was the California Judges Association, which wants no diminishment of their authority. They hate the 3 strikes law. They want to be able to have you walk in, and if they want to ram it to you, they want to ram it to you.
Right. If they don't like you, they can ram it to you.
If they don't, they want to have everything be their discretion. They don't want their power usurped in any way. So
Aren't
they were
men
opposed to
treated
that.
as scumbags? Like all men must be
that's
bad
the second. I'm
fathers?
going to get that in a second.
Yeah.
The second group that opposed it was the National Organization of Women.
Right.
The National Organization of Women sent their troops there and testified in Sacramento, and they opposed the bill because, you know, we're in this age now where masculinity itself is pathologized in some way.
Right.
I mean, men are sick just by being men to some degree in litigation.
Is there a way you could go into court and prove you're a better father than she is a mother and that you should have full-time custody?
There's an opportunity for anyone to go in and try to exert a certain amount of influence, but the thing is...
But you won't win.
Well, no, it's not a question of winning. If there's a cost-benefit analysis, do you want to spend 2-3 years of your life?
Right.
Men take custody of their children away from misbehaving or uncooperative mothers, but they spend, you know, in addition to what I've already spent, you could spend another $1 million in 3 years. I want to move on with my life. I don't want to bother with this.
Speaking of moving on with your life, I hear you're not getting laid lately. What's going on?
What are you
That's not true.
talking
We have a mystery caller. We have to call. I'm going to give you the phone.
You have a
number.
girlfriend?
A mystery
We want to call.
Who is it?
Can I give you the number? Who do I get?
Who is it?
Who do I
Jennifer
get?
Love Hewitt?
No. What?
I heard you banged her.
No, you always
That's
do
what
that.
I
You
heard.
always mention these. You're like, I heard you bang Valerie Harper. You know, you mentioned like these. I heard you banged. You know,
You never banged Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Linda Bird Johnson.
When are you going to tell? You know what?
mystery caller?
At least you got to bang Kim Basinger. I got to tell you, you got her in her prime. And as bad as the relationship may be,
that's not good.
It sickens you so much that you can't even talk about it.
No, it's not even that. It's just you're talking about.
What am I talking
This was
about?
my wife, and I have my kid.
Well,
The
come
mother
on,
of
though.
my kid.
We're
I don't want
talking
to
about banging.
Well, I know we're on serious now, so I mean, I can't believe
Nobody
the
gets a-
screech tape at 7:30 in the morning
With
What's
a
up
dirty
with that?
Sanchez.
What is the dirty Sanchez?
Who am I calling here at this
It's
number?
mystery caller. Just this caller. It's the
Gary,
woman of
come
my
here,
dreams.
come in here and call this number because it'll take me 10 hours to do it. Just dial
Exactly.
the number and tell
I
the
have
person
people
to get
that,
on the
he
air.
has people that dial the phone for him.
I'm a big shot now.
I can't dial.
I'm a very big deal.
How is it going for you here? I'm so excited to see
We
you.
love it here. We've just gotten a tremendous report that 5.1 million people have
Isn't that
signed up.
great?
It's great. We have
I
no
love Sirius Radio.
restrictions. Do you
I
have
love it. Yeah,
It's
Ralph
terrific.
Howard got it for me.
Well, you're kidding.
Ralph Howard is
do you
a dear
know
friend.
him?
Ralph Howard's wife is Julie Halston, who I did the play with Anne Heche.
Right.
Julie is a great stage actress doing it's the TV show Head of the Class or something like that, some ABC sitcom she's in.
Ralph Howard
She's
from
out-
Howard 100
Right.
News.
Exactly. And Ralph Howard, the great, I mean, you know who Ralph Howard was before you worked with
Yes,
him.
he's a big
He
deal.
was the legend from Wins 1010.
You once went on a date with Cindy Crawford. Why didn't that work out?
I didn't go on a date with
That's
Cindy
what I heard.
Crawford. No.
You serious?
No, I'm not going to talk about it.
Talk about some pussy.
Listen
Now that
to
we're on-
you.
come on.
You went on a date with...
You fucked them all,
with,
didn't you?
with
Golda
Tricia
Meir.
Nixon.
Golda
What was
Meir.
You went to the
Nixon
junior
like?
high school prom with Tricia Nixon.
What was Golda Meir like? Yes, go ahead.
On my page, there's a clip of Cindy Crawford on The View where she said they once went out on a blind date.
She talks about it.
Look at this.
Cindy
busted.
Cindy Crawford says she went on a date with you. Is she lying?
Is she lying?
Is Cindy Crawford lying?
Of course she's lying.
There's someone
All
on
those
the phone,
supermodels
Howard.
lie.
What is it, Gary?
Mystery caller's up.
All right. This is someone named Nicole. Nicole?
Hello.
Is this Nicole Richie?
I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Howard. It's not. It's Nicole Seidel.
Nicole Seidel.
Don't you remember see my picture in the paper with my girlfriend, Nicole?
Nicole Seidel.
Beautiful, beautiful woman.
I don't remember this picture.
Oh, my
What happened to the Japanese?
Howard,
What happened to the
you're
Japanese
breaking my
girl?
heart.
That's her?
That's her. She's not Japanese.
What is she?
She's Asian.
She's some sort of Asian.
She's Chinese, and her family are Chinese, and her father.
Oh, you're still with her? It said you broke up.
Just say hello, Howard.
Well, why are you giving me the shush finger?
Ask her what's going on.
Ask
He's
her.
not saying anything.
Nicole,
She's on the
hi.
phone.
How are you?
Howard, you can't really believe everything you read in the paper, do you?
Nicole, tell me what's going on between you and the famous Alec Baldwin.
We're having breakfast together.
We're having breakfast.
With you, Howard.
But wait a second. What happened? Alec broke up with you?
No.
There was a parting of the ways.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that, Howard? I mean,
Yeah. And is he a good lover?
he's a fabulous.
Why would she come back?
And his penis? Describe it. If you really are making love to Alec
Don't
Baldwin.
you dare! Come on.
Is it
This
big and
woman's-
thick?
No, this woman is got
What
a
about a
serious
Dirty
career.
Sanchez?
Don't you dare! No,
Okay,
come on.
all
Come
right.
on.
What is her serious career?
What does she do?
I thought her
She's
career
an
was
attorney.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. What do you think she is? A producer of Screech porno videos?
You needed an attorney.
What do you think she is? A Dostoevsky-like political prisoner?
What kind of law are you involved in? I find that Finance.
Finance, but I was thinking of switching to penile law so I could maybe come work for you.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
Look at the
beautiful.
rack on that lawyer. Oh, my God. Look at that picture. Beautiful. You're a hot chick.
That's very generous of you, Howard. Thank you.
You're a beautiful girl. And those are real or implants?
Oh, come on.
Why? I can ask.
You ask Alec.
Alec, are they real or fake?
She's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
So they're fake?
No, they're real.
No.
Wow.
Now that's a
Boy.
lawyer that can get you off.
Howard.
Is this your
Howard,
first...
I have to get
Alec, is this your first Asian woman? Is this the first time?
Well, I was with, I'm trying to think of what's her name.
Lucy Liu?
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm trying to go back further in history.
Oh.
I was with...
Tokyo Rose.
Exactly. I was with
Tokyo
Nancy
Rose.
Kwan.
Oh, I didn't know Tokyo Rose.
I was with Nancy Kwan.
Mrs. Livingston.
Remember her from the movie The World of Susie Wong?
You know what
I was
movie,
with her.
You know what movie I love? You did The Shadow.
Do you really?
I love that movie.
I hated that movie.
I watched that movie.
I hated that movie.
I love it.
I liked the experience of doing the movie. Why are we talking about that when you have this?
seen that movie.
What is it,
Exactly.
Gary?
See, now, so Alex saying that they're a couple, because it's really weird. You know, Ralph Howard, who is a good friend, Ralph Howard and his wife had Nicole up here a couple of weeks ago, and they were giving her a tour of Sirius, and they kept introducing her as Alec Baldwin's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, there was a breakup.
Wow.
Why are you being secretive? What happened that you guys broke up? You're a lawyer. You have to be honest.
We like to keep people guessing.
Gary's just making that up.
I'm not making that up.
Come on.
Will, who works here, was standing right there when they said it.
Nicole,
You better
what
be
happened?
careful, Nicole, because they got everything on tape here. There's
Well, why
hidden
put
cameras
her on
everywhere.
if we're going to lie? What happened between you two? There was a breakup. Let's be honest and let's call it what it was. What brought you back together and what broke you up? Let's
What
get
is this,
into
Dr.
it.
Phil? We're going to be like...
No. Let's find
fix
out.
it for you.
Nicole, what happened? You're going
that's
out.
it. Howard's going to fix it. Hey, honey, stay on the line because
There was
Howard's going to
nothing
fix
better
everything.
than to land a famous man as a boyfriend, and yet you somehow lost him. What went wrong?
That's not
Well,
true.
you know, first of all, I'm not trying to land anybody.
Right.
That's
She doesn't
rule
need to land
number
anybody.
Oh,
one. Never
sorry.
try and land anyone, right?
Sure. She doesn't need to land anybody.
Right.
Number
okay.
two.
Yeah, number two.
She has many applicants.
Go ahead.
Number two, I don't think you've lost. So, I
What
think that
happened when you two broke up? If you want to get into a good interview, let's find out.
in a good interview, who says we broke up? You?
Yeah. Everyone says
Well,
it.
the paper said it.
Everyone said it.
I'll answer your
Ralph
questions when
Howard.
she's
No,
off.
no.
I want to have.
answer,
I want you to
but
enjoy her
Howard,
company
Howard,
for a few minutes.
But Howard, am I?
What are you wearing right now?
What am I wearing right now? I'm wearing black corduroys and a black bra.
You're wearing a black bra right now.
I am.
And you haven't put a shirt on yet.
What?
You haven't put your shirt on yet?
I was getting dressed and then you called.
How much do you weigh?
Obviously, I have to put that on hold for you.
How tall are you?
5'7".
And how much do you weigh?
I can't tell you that.
What are you, about 110?
Yeah, she's Howard. She's the perfect weight.
Do you lift her?
Whatever you think your perfect
Are you
weight
very
is.
rough with her?
What's your fantasy weight, Howard, for a woman?
For a woman, you can never be too thin.
Okay.
You could be 90 pounds. And
Right.
Then you're
So
fat.
whatever your fantasy weight is, that's what she is.
That's what she is.
That's
What
what
are
she
you
is.
saying? Are you in love with Nicole Richie?
I would do her, yes.
No.
Really?
Sure, I would. I'd
You
break her
really
in
would?
half.
You would break her in half.
I would break her in
You'd
half.
separate her
I would
shoulder.
take her brittle bones and give her sex.
Or you
Would you
get
really?
stabbed
Sure.
to death. One or the
Ooh,
other.
that sounded nasty.
I give about almost
Then
anyone
maybe you'd
sex.
heal her. Maybe one sexual session with you, she'd be healed.
I heard you two broke up because you were embarrassed about Stephen Baldwin, who is now a born-again Christian. All right, Nicole, I can see I'm not going to get anything out of you. Go put your shirt on and get to work.
I'm going to.
Have a lovely day, Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicole.
Have a lovely day, honey.
You're happy now.
Are you two living together?
No.
Oh, you're
answer
not
those
living
questions.
with
Are you
him.
living with her?
Are you him and Nicole Richie?
Are you living with her?
He has to have a big bed
Alex,
because if
you
you
living-
rolled over, you might hurt her.
Are you living with her, or are you too gun shy at this point?
You know what it is?
Yes.
Forget about that. It's just that I find that with my schedule commuting to L.A. and going every other weekend, it's been tough to have a relationship.
It is hard, right?
It's been very hard.
Right. Is that why
But
she
she's
broke
someone
up?
who I love her dearly. She's the most fabulous woman you could
Is that why?
possibly
Is that what
imagine in the
cost
whole
you
world.
some of the relationship? The fact that you're gone so much, it does put it does drive
The pressure of the whole event.
Right. Let me see what this
What do we have
is.
here? Cindy Crawford, Bulletin.
Baldwin splits from Seidel. Hollywood actor Alec Baldwin has split from his long-term girlfriend Nicole.
What's the
Seidel
date of that?
After 4 years together. Let's see. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
All right, so something went wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, just the pressure of my schedule was.
You're a tough guy to live with, though. You got to admit.
No, I'm a pussycat.
Why won't you live with her?
You sound like my mother.
Why won't you?
Why
live
won't
with
you
her?
just have a
Lovely
chat.
girl, gorgeous. I
You want to know
mean,
something funny? My
what,
priest.
You gonna go do better?
My priest on Long Island at my church. My priest said to me, he literally said to her, "Have a baby with her."
What?
I swear to God. But the priest said, he goes, he's actually been very ill, so maybe he has this whole kind of
maybe he's delirious.
Cosmic thing. No, he's been very sick.
They're loosening up, priest. They are.
Exactly. And he said to me, he goes, just have a baby with her. I said, and not get married? He goes, yeah, that'll all take care of itself. He said, just have a baby.
Wow.
Amazing.
Do you want more kids?
Very hip. Of course. Are you kidding me?
Do you want to go through this again with the law battles?
No, I wouldn't go through this again.
Yes, you would.
I would have. In my book, there's a big chapter on prenups.
You don't have a prenup with Kim Basinger?
No. What do you think I'm going through all this crap for?
Oh, shit. Are you insane?
Did you have a prenup with your first wife?
I was 19 when I got married.
You did?
No, I didn't have a prenup.
No, you did. You were 19 when you married her.
Well, we met at 19. And we were married by the time we were 23.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I mean,
and you were a completely different human being.
Well, of course.
So you didn't have a prenup.
And she's a wonderful woman. Right. I would never even know that. But nowadays, they didn't have a prenup.
But that
then.
all ended sanely to a degree.
Absolutely.
That was just so
we still speak, and we still
that is so
we
great.
talk about raising the kids and what we can
lovely.
do for them. Yes,
I envy you. That's the
and
greatest
you're in the
position
same
to be in.
coast.
Because I go to a psychiatrist 4 days a week, and I've learned. Do you go to a psychiatrist?
Periodically, I've gone to discuss certain things, but then I stopped. Because you know what was it? Freud said that the only group of people that were immune to psychotherapy were the Irish.
I mean, the rest the rest of the world, of course, enjoys your battle with Kim Basinger. We love reading about it. We love hearing about it. But, of course, it's your pain.
Well, my attitude is that battle is over. But the thing is that I wanted to write this book so that, excuse me, other people who go through this would be able to avoid some of the
I feel that's why you're with a lawyer now. You wanted a woman in a profession. You didn't want to be with an actress. I think you're turned off to the whole actress
No.
thing.
As a matter of fact, her being a lawyer was a big obstacle to being with her, yeah.
You don't like lawyers?
Oh, God. Oh, no, not at all.
How do you reconcile Stephen going around to the Republican convention and supporting Bush?
It's a gig.
Is that what it is?
Well, but I don't think that. I think that's true of people who have that performance.
Who would support Bush?
Gene. Nobody.
No one.
Nobody.
Do you ever say to your brother?
But the thing is, I have friends who are. I mean, first of all, there's nothing wrong with people who are Republicans. You may have a lot of friends who are Republicans.
I've voted Republican many times.
There are people who I have friends who are serious conservatives and Republicans, and we have meaningful conversations about what they believe in and what they don't believe in. But even those people are like, boy, we picked the wrong guy. It's sad.
It's sad. So why do you say...
I actually feel sorry for Bush at this point.
He's in over his head.
I think that he was sold a bill of goods. I think a group of people told him,
agree.
You're Reagan, you're the front man, you're the game show host here, and we're going to take care of everything. And they just drove the thing right into the ground.
Right.
One of the things that I thought was most sad, that Stephen was running around at the time of the last election, though, going, I'm going to vote for the guy I think is the more religious of the two.
Yeah, that's crazy. You got to go.
What was the word he said? He said the same thing to me. I'm going to vote for the guy.
The one who has a relationship with
the one who believes in, but you're not worried about abortion.
But there are people who listen. We all deal with our anxiety, and we all deal with the events of our life in our own way.
Look at you, all diplomatic.
But he's the first person who'll tell you that 9/11 was the catalyst for him.
You hang around with Bill Clinton at all?
No, I don't hang around with him. No.
No. Hillary?
No. I mean, Clinton's hardly ever in the country. He's over in Africa and Darfur or whatever.
You two never went out on a pussy hunt together?
Oh, good God.
Come on. Seriously?
Yeah. We both got turned down by Cindy Crawford.
How was that date? Why didn't you get in her pants, honestly? Be man for man. If you're going to do a radio show, you got to talk about this shit.
Yeah, I think Cindy Crawford probably meant Billy Baldwin. She went on a date with Billy Baldwin.
No, it's you. You probably went to the set of that film. She says she went out with Alec Baldwin.
Did she really?
Yeah, I got tape of it.
But she did do a movie with Billy.
She's a lovely woman, by the way. She's a great lady.
Maybe she's confused.
She's a great lady.
She did the movie with. She's a very nice lady.
Oh, I think she's a great lady.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know that, Howard. But you're trying to trip me up here. This is like a minefield here with you.
Yeah.
But I think Billy might have went on a date with her.
Possibly.
Billy dated a lot of
I heard that all the brothers don't like Billy's wife, China. That you do not like her.
What is that?
Tell the truth.
Oh my God!
Tell the truth and come clean about that. Why the animosity toward China?
I love all of my brother's wives.
How often? Tell me the family dynamic. Do you see your brothers a lot? When's the
last
last
time? Oddly enough, all of us this past summer were in the same area, and we all drove to Billy's house. Stephen came over from Rockland County. My sister Jane had come down from Syracuse. I was driving down from Columbia County, where I was visiting a friend of mine, a guy that I know up there, and we all just happened to be in that vicinity, and we said, let's all meet at Billy's house and have dinner.
So you like
all
each
of us
other?
Except Beth. Yeah.
Do you feel...
And my brother Daniel was there. Daniel came in from L.A.
And that's good. He needs family right now. Well, he
He's
found
doing
God
better.
too now. All of a sudden.
Did he find God?
Yeah.
Is he on the record about
He's
that?
with Steven now, and he wears a big
Is he?
giant cross. Yeah.
Does he really?
Yes.
I didn't
You
see
should
know?
stay in touch with your family.
You should call me. I'll tell you what's going on.
Is he got his own ministry too?
I think he's working.
What's the name of his ministry? What would that be called? You got a name back
It's
there?
called I Better Get a Ministry real quick and get in on something. You are in the movie The Departed.
Right.
That must have been fun to do.
Isn't it true that Jack Nicholson, for a while, would not talk to you because he co-starred in the movie Batman with Kim Basinger when he played the Joker and was mad at you and refused to shake your hand at one point?
Not at all.
Tell the truth now.
No, where did you
Was
hear
it
that?
awkward when you were on the...
I think you just make this stuff
No,
up.
it's true. You were once in a place where Jack Nicholson refused to shake your hand because he was on Kim's side.
No. It's amazing how you're digging this up from the tabloid archives gutter of the Post. I was at Das Silvano with Nicole, and Nicholson was there, and I stopped at his table to say hello to him. And I think whatever that drunken slut's name is who writes for the Post that hangs out at Das Silvano.
Wow.
She wrote an article. I won't mention her name, but she wrote an article that he did not want to say hello to me, which nothing. I mean, I stood there for 5 minutes talking to him.
That he shunned you and it wasn't true.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's. I find that very strange.
And when you read that, it drives you crazy, right?
It doesn't drive me crazy. I just feel like what's sad is that we in the tabloid world we live in, half the people who read it believe that.
I do.
I never used to read the Post, and I never used to care about the Post until I went down the street and like every FedEx delivery man, doorman, cab driver, cop, there was a whole culture of people who they'd say to me, "Hey, Alec, too bad about what they said in the Post today.
Yeah.
I feel so bad, Alec. That's rough, huh?" And I'd sit there and go, "Look, what was in the Post?" Now I read to find out preemptively what I've got to go out the door and defend myself against that day.
You were a target for a while.
Hey, Alec, what was it like fucking an alligator?
Exactly. I heard he bit your balls off, Alec.
Says you fucked an alligator.
Yeah.
So
then I heard he swallowed your balls and you had to go in there and get them. Did you get them? Or they make up some...
Das Silvano is a great place to meet other celebrities.
We went to Das Silvano and he was there and he could not have been nicer. And when I went to the premiere of The Departed, he's a very sweet guy.
Did you do scenes with him in The Departed?
I have no scenes with him.
I can't wait to see the movie.
And I said that to him at the premiere. I said, "Oh, I'm so sad I didn't have scenes with you. What a lost opportunity that was."
Right.
Did you have fun doing the movie? You seem to have
To have any chance to work with Marty is a great honor. It's a
Marty.
real
You
honor.
call Martin Scorsese Marty.
Most people do, yeah.
Wow. And are you intimidated by a man like that when you get on the set?
Of course. Oh,
you
yeah.
are.
Well, you want to give them what they want, and this is a guy who could have anybody in the world in his movies.
Are you still insecure when you act? Do you ever sit there and go, you know
With
what?
people like that, I am.
You are. You get nervous.
I did De Niro's movie, The Good Shepherd, with Matt Damon. I had a small part in Bob's
Do you get
movie.
nervous still?
Oh, it's very unnerving. Well, you want to do well.
You do.
You want to do well. I mean,
don't you ever
other
say to
things
yourself,
you
"I'm the
do-
great Alec Baldwin. I've
Never. Not
Nothing.
one day. No, you go to work and you think, how am I going to get this right? Because time is the enemy. You know, very often in the beginning of your career, you're driving home and you do your best acting in the rearview mirror on the way home. You figure it out on the way home. You know, the key when you do a movie is to try to deliver the goods.
Have you
while
seen the
we're there.
movie?
Departed? No, I haven't.
You haven't seen your own movie?
I don't like to go see myself.
Explain that to me. You will never see it?
Myself in a movie. No, I'll go see it because my part in The Departed is small, and I want to go see it because everybody said it was a really great movie.
It's great. There's a great moment in The Departed because with Alec, and it's even funnier because he's the actor who says this line. They have these gangsters under surveillance, and he grabs one of his fellow officers and goes, "The Patriot Act, buddy, the Patriot
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
They have me play this right wing kind of guy.
He's all excited about the Patriot Act.
I'm looking forward to go seeing it.
Can you ad-lib during a movie like that? Can you say, "Hey, I came up with a good line here. I'm going to just throw it in"?
I think if you go to Marty or someone like that and you say, or anybody that I've worked with who's good, you say, "I'm thinking of an idea that I think would be a good idea." Either A, you tell them what it is and they'll tell you whether they want you to try that, or B, you say to them, "I think it's appropriate. Let me show you."
Right.
Rather than describe, because it's always better to show than describe.
And do you have more movies?
So you go.
Do you have more movies lined up?
I have a part in Annette Bening did the book, the Augustin Burroughs book, Running with Scissors.
That's a great book.
And Annette Bening is supposed to be unbelievable.
I love that book, Robin. I keep telling you to read that.
I got it. I haven't gotten it.
Who do you play?
I play her ex-husband, and Brian Cox plays the psychiatrist.
Oh.
And Gwyneth Paltrow is in that as well. But apparently,
Never bang her?
Yeah, well, I had a
Gwyneth
three-way with
Paltrow.
her and Cindy Crawford.
You had a three-way with Cindy Crawford.
No, I had a four-way. Her, Cindy Crawford, and Valerie Harper, and Nancy
Valerie
Kwan.
Harper.
And Nancy Kwan.
Wow.
We all went off together.
That's
and
a
Tokyo
five-way.
Rose.
Tokyo
we had
Rose.
a six-way. Yeah. We had a six-way.
Hey, Alec, what was it like
Yeah.
blowing Brian Cox?
It was incredible. Well, yeah. Well, we had a three-way. Me, Brian Cox, and an alligator.
Now, what do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? Tell me.
Go out to the island.
Yeah.
Are you out there at all anymore? No.
You go out to the. I know. I live
Are you
out
still?
there.
You
Yeah,
do?
I go all the time.
You're
yeah.
out there. I'm out there. I go out there every chance I can this time of year.
Yes,
to
same here.
relax and play tennis with my friends and just go to the movies and screen a movie at my house and just take it easy. Or
Why am I never invited to the screenings with the famous people?
But
What?
who do you hang out with out there? You're just like
You're not in the right street.
You live on your own
never run into
island.
him.
No, I hang out. I was.
Everyone's afraid to
I
reach
went
out
to Ron
to you.
Perlman's house. I was.
You have
at
a very
Sandy
Howard
Gallen's
Hughes
house.
kind of Jay Gatsby
No.
thing going on.
I went to a bunch
Howard
of
is
parties.
elusive. Howard is unattainable.
No, I was at a party with Candace Bergen.
If I
and
called you
Mindy, yeah.
and Beth to come to dinner with me out there, would you come to dinner with me?
It depends who else is coming.
He has to see the guest list.
Is it
Oh,
just
my
you?
goodness.
Is it you and your girlfriend?
Yeah,
Is
it'd be
it-
just the four of us. Yeah.
The four? Yeah, I would do
no,
that.
you wouldn't go.
I would do that.
So no, you would go.
Sure, I
but
like
you
you.
wouldn't want to go if there were people
But
you disapproved
Steven's
of.
not going to be there, I hope.
He doesn't want to go out with
Steven's going to be serving dinner. 'Cause we're having dinner at the Mission.
If there's no Steven, then I'll go. Sure, absolutely.
You'd love dinner with Steven. He's fun.
I've been to dinner with Steven.
Exactly. I
I've
adore
played
him.
cards with
I
him.
adore him.
That's right.
I
And
love
what about your use of condoms? Do you use condoms with your girlfriend, or do you go in raw?
And when
Honestly.
are you having this baby?
Yeah. Are you afraid? Do you use condoms?
Never. And I know.
Never.
Never.
You don't like them?
No, I don't. I don't go for that.
What do you mean you don't go for that? What,
Well, I mean,
are you afraid of
seems so-
STDs? Aren't you afraid
I
of getting
hate
your girl
it,
pregnant?
Yeah, I never.
Artie, you hate it?
Oh, I hate condoms. Awful.
I love them.
You do. Why?
Love them.
Yeah, you do.
Because I don't like real contact. I don't like.
You are Howard Hughes.
I'm the
You're a
germphobe.
germaphobe. Even in
and-
sex, you try to
yeah,
keep
and
a line.
I like the condom. I like putting it on, and I like that it helps me hold out a little
Fascinating.
You do. It does.
Yeah.
It's
Otherwise,
desensitizing.
I shoot off too quick.
Is that?
That's right.
Oh man. So it's a wall between church and state for you. You like
I
to have that.
prefer a condom.
You don't want to be too close to people.
Yeah.
Even when you're in them,
Yeah,
you want to know
yeah.
they're really. Yeah,
Let's keep our
that's a
distance.
fascinating insight.
It's really
I'm having
weird.
sex with you, but not really.
Even though I'm inside you,
Oh,
I want
that's
to
me.
marry her.
Even though there's the thin membrane of latex between us.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's my whole life.
Because you seem like a person. And when I told somebody that, they said, "What's Howard really like?" I said, "He's completely different off the mic than he is in real life."
I'm going to sum up my life.
They said,
for
"What's
you.
he like?" I said, "It's like he's got a giant condom over him."
You are 100%. You're very perceptive, and I'm going to tell you something.
You're very
Here's a very telling story.
You're
about
very
me.
lonely.
When I got my radio job in Detroit in 1980, I stayed in a place called the Renaissance Center.
Right.
I would sit in my room and wait to do my radio show at 6 in the morning. When it was over, I would drive back to the room and sit there and wait for the next day to go to the radio station. In other words, once I'm off the radio, I turn it off, and I
So
sit.
you're kind of a latchkey kid in a way.
Yeah,
you know what
I
mean?
sit in a room and wait for the next show.
Right. I watched the 60 Minutes thing. How much time do we have, by the way? Do we have to wrap up soon?
You're verbose, so
Do I have some time?
We're going to have to cut you off.
You're going to cut me off?
Depends what you're
I
going to
feel
say.
bad.
I'll cut you
Well,
off.
no, I just feel like I could talk to you forever. Huh?
No, go ahead.
But I watched the 60 Minutes thing, and it's true, and I saw you go back home to where was it? What town
Roosevelt.
were you in? You were in Roosevelt, and you went back home, and you were like, like you couldn't believe you had come from there.
It was disturbing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
because
believe
you've
it.
traveled so far.
Well,
You've traveled
it was
I go
not
home to Massapequa all the time.
It wasn't a good time in my life.
That was the first time
No.
he'd ever been back
And
in
you talk
Roosevelt.
about how you would have the crap beat out of you all the time.
I
From the
grew up in
local.
it's a very tough neighborhood. You must know of Roosevelt, Long Island.
Of course. Remember Roosevelt Field?
No, that has nothing to do with Roosevelt Field. Are you really from Long Island? By the way,
No,
that's all made up.
I'm from
anyway.
Oklahoma.
Now, let me tell you something.
I have a couple of questions. First of all, do you regret any...
Not wearing a condom?
No. Do you regret not continuing that character from...
Miami Blue?
No.
Hunt for
was
Red
my
October.
character.
The
Hunt
Shadow?
for Red October.
Hunt
and
for
all
Red
of
The
those.
Screech video?
Wasn't it
No.
a mistake not being in Hunt for Red October?
No.
No, he
That's
wasn't.
it. No, not at all.
But he didn't do... He gave over
No.
to
Harrison Ford.
Right.
That role.
That
You've
was
never
something I learned.
regretted that?
Never.
You don't regret that?
And
No,
number
I mean,
two...
it is what
No
it is.
career regrets?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
I think you do films sometimes, and it's time out of your life. It's not so much career regrets, but they're life regrets that pertain to work. Meaning,
of course, marrying Kim, that's one of them. But go ahead, next. Yes. But other than that,
so wrong.
I'm talking about your films. Did you ever turn down a role that you should have taken now in retrospect? A big movie.
A couple times, but I think more importantly, there's a film you do, and you probably would have been better off staying home and reading a book.
Which film is that?
I'd rather not say.
And don't say The Shadow, because it was
No,
good.
I'd rather not say. Well, the other thing is that films, when you do them, everybody huddles up and they don't say, all right, everybody, let's go make a really mediocre
Tell me the
film.
Tell me the film that was mediocre that you're just sorry you made it. Like on script, it looked pretty good.
Well,
but
the names of the films don't matter.
Why are you
Just
being
that-
so protective?
Because you don't want to be because that's rude.
Is it?
That's rude. Yeah, you know that.
There's these certain unwritten rules. I recently turned down a film to star in, and the film, I don't want to say the name of it because I guess it would be rude to the director, but the film is, a big release.
It is?
Yeah, and who knows? I don't want to give too many details, but I was the first choice.
Uh-huh.
And the guy doing it now is the second choice.
He doesn't know that.
And I think it would be. I don't think he knows that, and I don't want to screw the director by saying
I'll never
it.
forget. Someone once said to me, we were sitting down.
The movie's called Along Came Polly, by the way. I forget who starred in it. But
Yeah,
I
love Ben. Don't you love Ben?
He's a nice guy.
He's funny.
Yes.
He steals. I took my daughter to go see.
What is the movie, Cat in the Hat, that you did not like doing?
No, I had fun doing Cat in the Hat because Bo Welch, the director, was one of the greatest guys I've ever.
Along Came Polly?
No, I love that because Hamburg, who directed that, was a great guy.
What was the movie then? Pearl Harbor?
I don't want to say.
Pearl Harbor?
There's a couple of them. No, but it's like. But here's what someone said.
The whole list now,
here's what someone said to me.
Pearl
we're
Harbor,
sitting there. We're sitting there.
Cats and dogs. Yeah, cats and dogs.
See, Along Came Polly.
Okay, you got me there.
All right,
It's cats and dogs.
Is it Cats and Dogs?
You got me there. It's Cats and Dogs.
You hated that film.
No, I'm just. I couldn't care less.
All right.
But you don't huddle up and say, "Let's go make a mediocre film." You all go out there to give it your best effort, and the movies don't come out. I mean, execution, everything looks one way on paper.
The Getaway?
But another person said something to me. Right. Thick as Thieves. I did the small movie.
Right. You're a good guy.
But hey now. But someone once said to me, we're sitting around and people started bashing a movie that was coming out. I think it was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. They said, "Oh, this crap," and the explosions. And someone turns around who was one of the producers and said, "Hey, that movie comes out, that movie does well, that's good for all of us."
That's right.
Warner Brothers makes $300 million on this movie, and they're going to put 10% of that into development and develop other scripts for a movie you may be in one day.
You want to root for Hollywood to do well.
You just want the movies to do well.
That's right.
You don't care.
All right,
look. The last question.
Screech video question.
Would you work with Mel Gibson, by the way?
Yes.
You would work with him. What did you think of his statement about the Jews? You feel the same way, I guess. Most people do.
About the Jews?
Yeah. You feel they're responsible for
only about one Jew. I feel that way only about one Jew.
There's only
who
one
I think
Jew.
is the godless force in the universe that's bringing our society closer to the apocalypse. I won't mention any names, though.
Okay.
One spooly-haired Jew that I know.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Who was on the 36th floor of a building every morning.
Well, you can't say the fingers talking when you do that.
No, I'm teasing, because, to me, I think it's, I think Mel needs to be forgiven. We need to pray for Mel.
You're gonna forgive him.
Oh, so you've gotten religious, too.
You feel he says it was the alcohol.
I have a ministry.
He says he doesn't really feel that way. Do you agree?
Was he on Diane Sawyer already? It's today, right?
It's today.
Today and
He's
tomorrow.
on Good Morning America.
Yeah,
He's on probably now.
That's right.
Speak.
He's competing with you right now.
He's competing. Everyone's listening.
So can you say something about the Jews so we can compete? Right.
Should you apologize?
I want him to give me a job.
That's right. In fact, he's on the Good Morning America. He's holding a Torah. And
he's holding the scrolls.
Yes, he is kissing the Torah as we speak. The holy scrolls.
I love
of
that
the
you don't
Jews.
say Torah, you say Torah.
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 That's
La
right.
Shabbat Tonah, my friend.
Ask my question.
Go right ahead.
I'm going to miss you guys. I never get to see you anymore.
Well, come
Howard,
back.
I love
Do
you.
a show.
You know I love
you too. Do the show.
People say to me, I'll leave this building. It's amazing. You know this. I don't need to, lick you.
Lick me.
I'm gonna lick you. I walk out this building, all day long. Alec, Howard.
Well, let me tell you something. A girl left here crying the other day, and I don't know why.
Why?
I was interviewing her. I was
An actress.
She said she has nude parties in her house where, people, they're not orgies.
Is she a famous actress?
Well, she's on Smallville. She's
What's her
very
name?
nice, Erica Durance, and she's a nice girl. And I didn't mean anything. I was asking. I was curious. Like, do people just come over and start taking their clothes off? How does it work? What do you do? And she found this insulting and left crying.
She had a swingers party?
No swinging.
Wasn't swinging.
Just nudism. Just people being nude. I would never go to a party.
So people
like that.
what is this?
Would you be comfortable?
What is this? The Art Students League or something? They're all sketching each other.
Would you be comfortable going to a nude party? In other words,
a dinner party where people take off their
not
clothes.
sex.
But I find that to be kind of. I don't know. I mean, what kind of a.
Would you want your schlong? Just like you want women evaluating that?
Well, I wouldn't know other people's body hair going into my soup or something. I mean, that wouldn't be very good. I mean, I'm going to have dinner. I want your clothes on.
Are you embarrassed by the size of your penis?
No. I've made peace with that.
You're well hung.
Yeah, I made peace with that.
You can get undressed.
I get by with what I've got.
Are you over 6 inches hard?
I get by with what I've got.
All right.
But is he embarrassed to get undressed in a locker room? You'll stand there in a shower with other guys.
I've gotten over that a long time ago.
Yeah?
Would you appear nude in a movie with full frontal nudity?
Probably, yeah.
You would?
I'd have them digitize my penis, though.
No, seriously, would
so
you do that?
So I'm like Dirk Diggler.
Would you?
I do the Dirk Diggler digitization.
Would you be nude in a film?
I have been nude in a film.
You have? What film?
The Getaway.
And your penis and balls are
Probably
seen?
just your back.
What is that question?
What do you mean? You know what? You haven't seen the movie?
The only film I was full frontal nude in was the sex tape I did with Nancy Kwan and Valerie Harper and Tokyo Rose.
Ask your last question.
My
brother.
question is this.
Go ahead.
You started out as a matinee idol.
Right.
And you transitioned through your career. Is that a tough transition for a man to make now that you play different kinds of roles? You're a character actor more than...
the chance to play leading roles in films is very elusive, to find roles that A, they will cast you in, and B, that you're right for, and plus, I'm almost 50 years old. It's a young person's business.
It's a harder
it's a young
career
person's
in a way.
business. So, I mean, the men that are around my age who star in films on a regular basis, there's like 5 of them.
Maybe Jack Nicholson.
It's not like, no. Well, he's a lot older than me.
Yeah, right.
They're both a lot older. I'm talking about Clooney,
right.
Tom Cruise, Hanks, people like that. Mel and those people, they're a little bit older. My point is, men in their late 40s, it's not like there's 25 slots to fill.
Right.
There's like 4 or 5 guys that have made that. Denzel Washington, guys who go for years and years with that kind of durability. That's a
tough one.
For me, I took the TV show. I'm doing 30 Rock for NBC. We premiere tonight.
By the way, you got a 4-star review in the newspaper.
We had a very good response.
Believe
the
it
Post,
or not.
yeah.
Very...
When they don't have that drunken slut writing the reviews, everything's great.
Let's see. Here it is.
Oh,
that I found it. Wait a second. Where is it? Oh, maybe it was the Daily News. The Daily News gave you 4 stars today. Let me see if I can find it.
Probably Richard Johnson was responsible for that because he's been very kind.
No, he's not in the Daily News. Hold on.
Yeah, you don't even get called a bloviator anymore.
4
He's
stars.
so nice to me.
SNL,
he's actually a nice guy.
SNL alums rock a new sitcom. There's a picture of you. 4 stars out of 4.
The show airs tonight at 8 o'clock on NBC. It's gone very, very well, and we've got a great response. And one of the primary reasons I did it was to be able to stay home here in New York. I live here. We shoot the show here. I wanted a reliable schedule so I could commute and see my daughter. And because the other thing about films
when does your daughter get to come to New York and spend a few weeks with you?
I have her alternate holidays, and I have her half of the summer. I have a whole visitation. But the other thing is that with films, the thing that excited you about it when you were younger, which is you don't know where you're going to be 4 months from now, becomes tedious as you get older too. So the series was it was a lifestyle choice, I think.
Well, let me just say, it's great
time to wrap up.
Time to wrap up. I had enough.
Well,
I'm sure you have.
I'm exhausted by you too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to go to the gym, but I've already had a workout.
No, you don't need a gym.
Just for my own information, though, was there a day that you realized I'm no longer a leading man? I'm a...
Leave him alone already, Rob.
Right.
No, I just want to know.
No, it's okay.
You are a leading man.
Robin's not going to be happy until she buries me. Are you friends? Are you personal friends with that drunken slut who writes for the Post?
Talk about banging Jennifer Love Hewitt.
That sounds like a thing.
Quite frankly, I think your transition to a Broadway actor and a character actor has been marvelous.
You're so kind.
Better than his divorce.
Can we kill her, Mike?
Bong hit Eric.
Kill her,
Go ahead. You have one question. Go ahead.
I'm in control of the show now.
Bong hit Eric.
You're done.
Bong hit Eric. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey
now, quickly ask a question. We're running out of time.
I'm sorry. Artie, happy birthday, man. May you have a heroin-free year.
Come on, go ahead. Enough about his heroin.
Alec, the first time you fucked Kim.
Oh, my
did
goodness.
You come in like 30 seconds, serious. You
All right, that's a legitimate question. The first time you had sex with your beautiful ex-wife, Kim Basinger, did you last more than 30 seconds?
Howard, I love you. It was great being here with you,
Alec,
Dave.
great to see you.
You're the king. I worship you.
Wouldn't you rather deal with my questions?
You are. I'm so happy to be
Robin.
here. You guys, I think if you get rid of the black chick in the aquarium, everything's going to work out for you here on satellite.
Ralph Sorrell, let Ralph ask a question. Ralph, at least.
Hey, now.
Hey, now, quickly.
Hey, Alec, I saw the show. Very, very funny.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be Tina Fey's show, but Alex steals the show. He's really great in it.
All right, that's legitimate.
Tell that story you told on Conan last night about that guy on the street trying to pick you up and.
You got picked up?
No.
You got a gay situation?
That was years ago. Because they asked me what it was like being hairy.
Like being hairy.
Because I'm very hairy.
You are very masculine.
Yeah, I'm very hairy.
Yes,
I'm extraordinary. Yeah, it was incredible.
And men like that. Other men are attracted to you. I'm sure you've been hit on by guys.
Well, there was this guy that came up to me once. I knew him in the business. He was a producer. And we were chatting on the street corner one day. And we're having this conversation for 10 minutes. And in the middle of it, he interrupts me and says, "Let me ask you a question." I say, "What's that?" He says, "Is your ass as hairy as your chest? Because I'd like you to come up to my apartment and sit on my face for an hour."
Wow.
And I was 25 years old. I just came to New York, and I was like Gomer Pyle. I really was. And I'm sitting there on 53rd and First Avenue going, "Golly, I'm sorry. Did y'all ask me if my ass is as hairy as my chest? Because y'all want me to come up to your apartment and sit on your face for an hour?" I was like, I thought I was going to swallow my tongue.
Wow.
That was the first time somebody gave me the full-on New York.
Well, I got to say,
hey, I'm in a hurry. Let's come upstairs and have a quickie, gay.
It's a compliment. No gay man has ever asked me to do that.
Yeah, how was it, Alex?
Did you go?
It was he was fantastic.
Yeah, but he put his tongue up your ass, up your hairy ass.
Could handle. Right. He has his own ministry now.
Interesting. He's changed everything around.
And in spite of what Robin would have you believe, men still ask me to do that.
Good
they
for
still
you. Good for you.
In spite of
you're a
what,
leading man.
What's her name in the aquarium says, trying to bury my career.
See the great Alec Baldwin in The Departed in theaters now, and see Alec on 30 Rock.
Howard, I want you to know, I miss you.
Miss you too.
I miss seeing you. You're great, man. I love coming to see you.
Well,
Thank you for having me. Hey, thanks a lot, fellas. First, you got to talk to him. Which way do we go?
You did all right in there, man.
Thank you so much. Now, we're going to do you, right?
First him.
Oh, okay.
So, you kind of went on the offensive in there for a little bit.
No, never.
Well, it seems
I
like...
love Howard. Howard's like he's like my fourth brother.
Right, but most people...
He really is. Because my brothers are sick and twisted, too. Not as sick and twisted as Howard. He would be the sickest and the most twisted of all my brothers if he were my brother.
But he tried to ask you, about your ex-wife, and he tried to ask you about your...
And you're going to ask me that again now?
Current girlfriend. Well, I'm saying you kind of turned the tide.
So you figured I wouldn't answer the questions with him, but I'll answer them with you.
No, I'm just...
Because you're so much more of a pointed, kind of experienced, aggressive journalist? Is that what it is?
No, I'm saying you... I'm just remarking on how
I'm saving all my best for her.
Why?
Yeah, she'll explain it all to you later on. We're going to have a private session, her and I, and then we'll talk.
I'm saying, as far as when he asked you those questions, you went on the offensive, sort of turned the tides on him. That's what I was saying.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I mean, the only way you have to really, you can't just lay back and rope-a-dope Howard, because he's inexhaustible. You can't rope-a-dope Howard. You can't lay back there and just let him pummel you. You've got to counterpunch.
So you're seasoned enough on the show that you know what to do.
I don't want to say I can handle Howard, but I can handle Howard. Good?
You also called him a spoolie-haired Jew.
No, I didn't say that.
Are you?
I didn't say. I would never say that. I would never say that. He said that. He said that. He referred to himself as a Jew. I would never do that. I'm very sensitive about that.